live. Let me know if the audio is not good. But yeah, it's time for more funny Raincode.
We'll do it live.
Yeah. How's everybody doing? We are finally gonna finish this case that, as I mentioned in my Blue Sky tweet, that it's been we technically started chapter 2 last year, I think. So maybe, was it that long ago? I don't even remember at this point. I probably because you had a lot going on, but
yeah. Lots happened between now and December.
yeah. So at least it'll be nice to finally finish it. So
True.
figure out what is going on with these girls. Okay, let's get through the cutscene. Earl, no, there's always gonna be talking. So yeah, how's everything been this last week?
I would say it's been pretty good. The MHA watch through is, well, complete for what's out of the anime. So we've moved over to Black Clover, and we're like 60 episodes in.
You watched 60 episodes of Black Clover in a week?
Yeah. Well, more or less. When did we start? I will fact check this.
Also, I guess it's worth mentioning, but Tetsuhiko just said, I've always just, with women, how am I in hell? With women, I've always just stopped just short of criminal activity, and it's like, Jesus, okay. Maybe you should be in hell, still.
Yeah, that's not what you want to hear. Doesn't have good vibes.
He's just fucking staring at the giant fucking Shinigami tits. God damn it.
Believable. Okay, Black Clover. Started March 25th. I think that's a little more than a week. Maybe more like 10 days?
Yeah. But I don't think we talked about Black Clover last week, so, yeah.
I'm not enjoying it quite as much as My Hero, but I feel like few things I would enjoy that much.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, oh, you're not enjoying it as much as, like, one of your top 2, top 3 battle series, so it's like, oh no, that's not a bad thing. Like, isn't that more than Naruto still? Like, or at least with My Hero Academia? Like, yeah, so Black Clover, it's like, I don't know, it's got some stiff competition as far as battle series, so,
Bree said that she kind of set up Black Clover to fail, like coming right off of MHA, but it's one of her favorites, so I was going to get to it eventually. It's just nice to be watching anime again.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I may or may not have a main channel video in progress.
Uh-huh. Exciting. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have a main channel video out in like a week, probably, hopefully.
Let's go!
The fucking Toriyama video I've been working on for over a year now. So I only had to
forgot
play
about the Utena sword.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I think there's 8 related games that I played specifically for it. So, and one of those I didn't have. I felt like I had to play it, so it was Chrono Trigger, even though I don't really talk about it a lot. And then Dragon Quest V, I kind of bring it up, but I only talked about it a little because I didn't go out of my way to play. I just played it because I wanted to. But yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all right.
That really is the Kodaka way.
Uh-huh. Yep. Horny on me.
Yeah, I'm very curious about that Toriyama video because you've been talking about it for a while.
Yeah. Also, real quick, Side TV guy is asking if you're feeling better today. So, I guess we'll find
Yes.
out.
Yeah, we'll find out.
Because I imagine you felt fine at the start of the last stream. It was just a little into it that you started feeling rough, right? Or what was it?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, like I was fine, and then until I wasn't fine.
Okay. Yeah, I do not know what Pinky's talking about because she like vomited out a sword, so it's like that's a little specific. All right, do it. Bet. Decapitate yourself. I'd like
If you
to
die
see
in the
that.
labyrinth, you die in real life. I know the person whose labyrinth it is dies in real life,
Yes.
but
I mean, it would make sense if the detective dies for failing because, like, you know, they're putting their life on the line just as the killers, in a sense, through the mechanic. But I don't actually remember if that's the case because it's been probably about like 4 months since we've been in a mystery labyrinth. So
that's a fair point. I also totally forgot to even be looking at my chat. I was just like, yeah, I got Craft Store chat up, the game is up, I'm not missing anything, and then it's like, wait a minute, hold on.
Yeah. What's been going on with me? I mean, I'm looking forward to episode 9 of Idol Creek here later today. That's gonna be cool.
It's on episode 9 already?
Yes,
oh my God.
time isn't real.
How is it April already? Well, I'm glad it's April because financial reasons.
Yeah, I guess I'm aware. But I also started watching just because again with stuff I watched I'm trying to just like watch it first without focusing on understanding it necessarily, and then watch it to just because eventually as I get better, you know, I won't feel like I'm missing out on anything. And also just like I'm doing this to enjoy the anime, so if I treat it as study all the time, then that's not really a good you know, that's not really good, right? So even if I'm not totally understanding everything, it's like, no, there's still parts of it I'm getting, and you know, so I started watching the Animal Crossing movie from 2006, which is conveniently divided into 4 sections by the chapter markers for each spring, summer, autumn, and winter. So I'll just be able to divide up the movie that way for just, you know, just watching it and putting it into audio for my immersion. So yeah, and it's also it's kind of fun, kind of cute. Okay, they can die in here. Thank you.
Oh, also, the like loose time limit I had mentioned on the stream is not an issue now.
Oh, okay.
Someone else is gonna get the food.
Oh, okay.
So we're good.
All right, cool. Yep, I mean, like I said, given what was said last time in that the investigation was longer than the labyrinth, then we're probably gonna be fine. Oh yeah, we gotta see all the fucking designs for the labyrinth characters, because there's the gonna be the antagonist lady. But I remember her name. I just don't feel like saying it right now. And then of course all the potential culprits. So unfortunately, Yuma doesn't get a cross-dressing labyrinth design.
Yeah,
but,
that's a real L. I know that Bree has also been like going through Demon Slayer.
Okay.
So I've been catching like bits and pieces of that, and it's like, yeah, Zenitsu sure is annoying.
Unfortunately.
I feel like my thoughts on what I've seen of Demon Slayer is that I really like Tanjiro as a protagonist, and then like not much else hits for me.
Well, I know
definitely not the comedy.
I mostly remember you reacting to Inosuke being like, "Wait, he's not supposed to be hot" or something like that, like with you under his mask, his pig mask. That's all I remember from you going through it, really. So.
It was years ago, a simpler time.
Because yeah, I really like it, but especially for me, it's the way everything is like the final arc is really good, and the way everything is framed there, and like it's retroactively the whole series, so it was really cool. Yeah. Well, maybe we'll talk about it one day on the next show. Who knows?
Yeah, it's kind of interesting to be going through all of these like I don't want to say it as like, oh, the big three, but like, you know, the big battle manga of like this generation.
The recent ones that are also like over ending, right? Like the like Demon Slayer, fucking, and on top of those three, Jujutsu Kaisen for that matter, you know, MHA, those are already over, and Black Clover is the only reason it's not over is because of top of its health. Like I think the way I described it was like, because with Kubo, like his health was failing, and he wanted to end Bleach, or no, he wanted to have a hiatus, and then so that way he can end it properly. But
they said no.
Right. So the concession was he would have a year to finish it basically, which is why there's a few concessions. With Black Clover, they did give him that time, so he does a chapter or two every like few months. You know, so it's very slowly coming out, but you know, but it is coming out, and it's still in its final arc. So God knows how long it's actually going to take to complete, but yeah. Anyway,
that's preferable than the author killing themselves to make it work, or compromising on the vision, I guess.
Yeah. How do I play this?
It's been so long.
Oh, that's okay. I'm supposed to dodge, right? Okay. I slashed the noise.
You can jump too, right?
Yeah, I can go up. Yeah.
Okay. I can't tell you how to play the game because I haven't been the one playing it.
Yeah, it's okay. So apparently that was something about like or, yeah, I forget. It was like there's like a truth hidden in that statement or something, or something she's bypassing, so it's like repelling that, or so, I don't know. I didn't fully get it. Anyway, okay, there we go. Okay, hold on.
Oh, I know one thing I can say about Black Clover. Charmy is pure vibe.
Okay. There was 3 things there and 3 bullets. Okay. And now I'm trying to remember from last week. Okay, so it is the, so okay, right, the that's okay. You mentioned it before, so. Nope, that was in it. Okay. Yes, I know. I right. I was saying okay, because you mentioned the time, but that was in the previous statement, so that was my bad. Push-up time, no. That's for Phoenix, right?
I forgot to check chat, so now I'm trying to catch up. When you
I'm trying to focus on the game, so I'm like
hearing one side of a conversation, but if I'm watching, I hear one side of the conversation twice. Oh, Brie. Right, that makes sense. You can hear me, and then also hear the stream.
Oh, right.
Please elaborate on this vague statement that seems incorrect. Dark is here.
Oh, yeah, that's...
Oh, I also got a hydrate redeemed.
Yeah, that's what Saidi Vega was meant. That was the repel mechanic where she sent a statement and I didn't have a key for it, so I repelled the statement back at her and hit her in the face, basically, because it's like elaborate on this thing that's so yeah. Thank you for clarifying. You know, I'm trying to get back in it. It's been a minute, so I feel like the depth perception would decimate Lexi if she was playing. That maybe. I don't know.
I believe it.
Okay.
Um,
and Shark is here.
I also got a question in my chat. Have either of you seen Jujutsu Kaisen?
And
I don't remember what you...
Well, I think we're both caught up with the anime, but I've finished the manga. Did you read a little manga? Or for Jujutsu?
No, I have not gone to the manga at all.
Okay.
Well, I guess I technically did read a little bit. I read the Jujutsu Kaisen 0 part.
Oh, you did, right.
Because I used that for my video.
Right, because it is adapted in an interesting way that I told you was added to your video, and you're like, yep, it did, so, yeah.
Oh, there was, right, going through My Hero Academia. Oh, I think I mentioned it in the last stream, actually. How, like, there's the thing with the movie characters being included in the canon, and I'm like, you know, if I just delayed the video by, a year and a half.
I didn't know that one, because I haven't gone through MHA aside from the manga. So, nope, can't help you there. Where's the... Why is it not? Okay, there it goes.
Do you think it could be fun to discuss it on the Nen show? I mean, I'm sure. Like, I feel like the Nen show kind of died in large part because of like my life circumstances and some stuff that happened and got in the way. No further elaboration yet.
Yeah, you'll talk about it eventually, but yeah, generally, yeah, it's like you have a lot of stuff going on. So, and manga's always been harder for you to read in general than for me. So
I need to like commit myself to reading a manga, whereas anime, when I'm like, oh, I'm tired and just want to vibe, let me pull up an episode of something.
Mm-hmm. And especially now you've been watching dubs of anime or just anime in general, or like I know you watched dub for MHA, but are you watching a dub for Black Clover?
Yeah, for the anime that Bree and I have been watching, we've been watching it dubbed, which has been like it's been a really interesting experience.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
yeah, because like when I first got into anime, I would have watched most of the things. Well, you know, like Naruto, Dragon Ball, that kind of stuff. I would have seen dubbed. And then, so that was kind of like part of how I got into animes, and like going through, I don't know, there was a period of a few years where I was very inconsistent about if I would read anything, or watch anything. So it kind of feels like I'm like reintroducing myself to like...
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh. That's not her.
Did a little jump scare there.
The little like neck break noise.
Okay, so now we're getting rid of the possibility of Karen committing suicide, I guess.
Okay.
Because it's probably not because I did entertain that possibility, but the fact that we're approaching it first means that it wasn't the case, or it's going to be a really short trial. So, or that's it. I feel like, I don't remember if they've done it before, if I've done it before in any of my fics, but I feel like it's really hard to bring up a character as being the killer, and then, like, even if it was in this case a suicide, and then have it be debunked, and then come back to it later, and it's like, no, this evidence was recontextualized. It's really hard to do, I think. Especially because, like, if you run into a character like Celeste, who's just, like, they're so suspicious that, like, no amount of, like, especially when they are ultimately the culprit, like, no amount of, like, this evidence is here, like, will alleviate their suspicion, you know? It can be tricky to do that sometimes, so...
Yeah, Celeste is so, like, so obvious from, like, frame one, where she's just like, I forget what she says, but she just has the vibe. And it's hard to, like, give your killer, like, not give them that vibe. While also making the mystery, and then making it, like, logical, and also, like, what are the themes and stuff.
Yeah, because there has to be foreshadowing there, right? So it's, and in Celeste's case, it was literally just, like, the way she was acting was off, and it's immediately like, okay, she's up to something, right? She's a liar. That's her thing. You know, so...
I got another chat. Have your thoughts changed on any of the shows you talked about, like Ayakashi Triangle or Ranma 1/2, or new thoughts about the remakes? Hold that thought on the Ranma remake. I'll say that much. The Ayakashi Triangle video is still, like... I recorded narration for it and started editing it, but then I wasn't like I just wasn't feeling it, and I kind of put it on pause, and I figure I'll come back to it after I've posted a few videos. Cause like I don't just want to abandon the video. I put all the time to get it that far. I want to at least see it through. I'm the one who killed me.
I know which one to do now. I just need to get there.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say anything more about like, cause like, in the past I've always said like, oh okay, I'm gonna try and get the video done like by this time, and then I don't do it. So I'm just like, I'm just not gonna say when it'll be out, and I'll just drop it one day.
I feel like I was gonna say something. Dubs, that's right, because I was just thinking about, because I watched, my friend sent me a clip of, because we were talking about some stuff for the, wrong one, roleplay related stuff, and he sent me the clip of the opening of Final Fantasy 15, and it was in English, and I was like listening to it, and it's like, I'm not a fan of this, I don't know, and I've never touched Final Fantasy 15, but I don't know, it just, like, even if it's not in Japanese, like, you can very much tell it comes from a Japanese source through the ways it's like the lines and the way they're timed, and I just wasn't super into it. And then I did go back and watch one of my favorite dubs. Have you heard of Bakano?
Bakano?
Yeah, it's by the author of the.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Yeah, gotcha. It's got a really good English dub, and it really fits the setting because it takes place mostly in, like, Prohibition era America and stuff. So like I specifically watched one scene where with a character called Mathwiz who had a really good performance. So so yeah, just, I don't know, throwing that out there if you guys are looking for something to watch. It's a really good show. It's only 15 episodes. You're familiar with the author through Dwarf, so I imagine, you'll be like, I recognize, there's a million characters all with their own thing going on. I recognize this, So just throwing it out there because it's also, I like its stuff. It's a good time. I actually don't know if I've actually watched it subbed, to come to think of it, but maybe one day. Or no, well, if I watch it subbed, it'll be Japanese subs, so yeah. English dub with Japanese subs. No, I'm kidding.
About, like, watching dubs is that it might be, like, easier to distinguish, like, what is a good performance and what is a not good performance, whereas, like, I feel like it's not that, like, I don't think it's impossible to tell for a different language being spoken, but like, I don't know, I feel like with anime dubs, sometimes the quality can vary pretty wildly. Like, maybe the main cast will be really good, but like
the side cast
you'll have like like a background character or like a one-off villain, and it's like, this performance is kind of shaky.
Yeah. Or because when the other thing I was just thinking about is because with a lot of anime, they have really good, like, voice casts, basically. Like, they're really good voice actors because, you recognize a lot of them. Because I've actually noticed when I notice, like, iffy acting in Japanese, it's actually usually, like, tokusatsu. Or, like I recently watched the, there was a Kamen Rider Geats, the series from a couple years ago, had an anime spinoff. And I really noticed some of the actors not being that good at voice acting there because I felt like the performances were weak, right? Again, it's not something I could totally say like that's a bad. It's harder to explain why, but it's like I did feel it, right? So I don't know. Maybe it depends on where you're looking, right? Like I'm sure if you like watch movies and it's like, well, you're gonna find weaker performances in like more like lower budget or indie movies of people who are less skilled, right, doing things. You can't find great actors in there, but depends on depends on where you look. So. Not that like with the Toku, it's more like they do have actors that are good, but also they do have actors that just aren't as good. It's like they have a lot of people there, I guess. And, there's different pools compared to voice acting, and obviously just because they're good in one area doesn't like just because they're good at acting, and it doesn't mean they'll be good at voice acting, if that makes sense. So who knows?
I think like an interesting thing of like watching enough anime and getting kind of like I think I can be pretty good. I'm not perfect, but I think I can be pretty good at like picking out like, oh, I recognize that voice for this character. But then every once in a while you get that voice where it's like, oh, I don't recognize this. Who is that? Oh, they haven't done any other anime. I see. No wonder it's so notable. But yeah, Bree was also getting on my case to finish reading My Hero, because like I read like 10 or 15 chapters or something, if that, and then I just haven't gotten back to it. And that's just how me reading manga can be.
Yeah, because I mean, we talked about like there's a bunch of stuff we want to do for the Nen show, but it's also like, I mean, if I'm gonna read it on my own, I'd rather it be in Japanese, and it's not like, well, I'd rather focus on just a few things right now, where and then I will read it in English if you get around to it. So it's just a matter of like, I guess the impetus is on you. So and I'll wait. I'm fine. We've gone through hiatus before, and if the Nen show doesn't come back, that's fine too. It is what it is. We creators move on from content all the time, but I would love for it to come back, but if it is what it is. So
yeah, I agree. It is what it is. If it happens, it happens. But we're still doing these streams and stuff. And I mean, like, even when we weren't doing content, we were still I was keeping in touch as best as I could, but I probably could have been better.
Well, we are still in touch, so that's good.
That is true.
Oh yeah, and I guess because Persian mentions King Kai and Dragon Ball Super, I haven't watched the episodes that it would have been the case, but apparently with Kanzaki Yao, Frankie's voice actor in One Piece, because he's recently stepped down from doing Frankie, because he and apparently it's been noticeable, but that he can't really do his voice anymore. Basically, like he can't have the energy behind it, I guess, because he's old. So that might be another case where people probably noticed, but I have not listened to much of
there was also that one
myself.
time you would know better than me, but that one time that was it Chopper's VA was on like maternity leave for a bit.
Oh, was it? I don't remember this actually.
And I remember watching one of the One Piece movies. It might have been 7, where Chopper just sounds different, and I'm like, what the heck? This isn't. I'm like, did the voice actor no? Okay.
Weird. I don't remember. Okay, it's been a long time since I saw movie 7. I definitely wouldn't remember the voice, because Shark just mentioned they struggle more with English, noticing bad English with Portuguese. It's probably I believe fluency, or rather exposure might be the case, because I feel like with Japanese I can, even though like I'm only now barely learning the language. It's more of just like I've heard so much of it that I can compare. It's like, well, I like these voice actors more than these voice actors, even though these voice actors are perfectly good. And I have heard voice acting even early on, like Barefoot Gen has actual children in like the 70s doing the voice acting for the actual children, and they are not good at it, and it's noticeable. It was rough. Still a good movie, but so and that was pretty noticeable for me even back in like 2012, 2013 when I watched it. So just getting into anime, but yeah.
その可能性も考えられなくないけど。いや絶対そうだって。おいら記憶なくても冴えてんじゃん。どう？死神ちゃん。ご主人様、チェンジしちゃう？
Do they just keep walking even if you don't advance the dialogue? So
yes,
it's just like an endless.
They have been looping. They've been walking for like the last 5 minutes while we're chatting. So yes. Oh no, Barefoot Gen has a very brutal and the scene of, so you know what Barefoot Gen is about, Mathwiz? I would hope you've heard of it. It's pretty important.
I've heard of it, but I don't really know.
The author was a Hiroshima survivor.
Oh, okay.
So I feel like that is enough of the subject matter. But the actual scene of the bomb going off is horrific, and it also was originally. I don't think it finished its run in Jump, but it did start in Shonen Jump. and
Oh, that's crazy.
the film was considered like a must-watch for a period. So it's and yeah, so it's for younger. Yeah, it's brutal. It's rough. So good manga. I haven't watched the movie, but I imagine it would still, at least to parts of it, aspects of it that aren't the voice acting of the child characters would still hold up. But it's like Bree said, it's a hard watch, particularly that scene. I brought up to a friend who I don't think had seen the full movie because he's not much of an anime guy, but he knew about that scene and he didn't want to talk about it anymore because he was like, oh no, because it's fucked up.
Yeah,
it's brutal.
なんだここ学校みてえな雰囲気だな
Floating desks, what is this, Monogatari? I don't even know if Monogataris have floating desks, but the visual, I don't know, they have like the stacked desks and stuff and they fall or stuff for the visuals sometimes, so I was like...
Monogatari has very like abstract backgrounds too.
Yeah.
Those desks are a little too detailed.
Yeah, they're too naturally colored instead of just fucking like red or
Yeah.
whatever. Red silhouettes. That's a lot of blood.
How?
Yeah, that's how. Where did that blood come from? that's way too much. Okay. Oh, so we have to choose which how we want to do first.
Oh, there's 3.
Yeah, I imagine we're gonna have to do all of them. So.
So I remember the poison glass was chosen by the spotlight.
Yes, or at least yes, that's right. But then also, Wakaba was going slowly with moving the glasses, so there might have been a like I think they were all in it on it together. Like that's the way. I feel like that's just what. Sometimes you get an idea in your head and you can't like shake it because it's probably right, and so like more evidence is gonna keep coming out, and unless they just completely throw me, and it's like that because it's like. Wakaba manipulated the glasses. She was guided by the lighting, and then there was the poison from the water, the squirt gun. That's it. I think the one more plain Mathwiz once again preventing me from watching Magical Girl anime. Ombre, you're always watching Magical Girl anime, like or Tokusatsu. It's like you're always gonna be interrupted every time you're interrupted. No, I don't know.
Yeah, I forgot about the poison squirt gun that was filled with the eyedropper that was filled with the paintbrush.
Oh, I forgot about the paintbrush. I don't know how that one comes in. Oh, yeah,
getting to the end of and then yeah, just a random paintbrush on the floor. What could it mean?
Oh, so this is like half the case right here. It's just these 3 doors.
We all tried to kill her and got in each other's way.
That would be interesting, actually.
分かってるじゃねえかでどこを進めばいいんだ
Anyway, Pokemon Red, Blue, or Yellow.
Yellow.
Okay, then how was the poison glass chosen? That's where we're going first.
Yeah, my answer is Pikachu.
Okay, good, fair pick. That said, I'll be starting when I play Pokemon again. I'll be starting with green, so my option is not represented.
Oh, another thing I've been doing lately, I've been playing a game called Pokemon Emerald Sea Glass, which is like
of green, yeah.
Yeah, it's like Pokemon Emerald, but made. It's like a demake. Like it was made with like Generation 2 art and everything, and they also like changed up a bunch of how the game works. So I have beaten like 1 gym, but I have like a Pokedex of like 60 or 70. And they also added in a wishing well, where you can just throw in like a wishing stone and you get a free Pokemon. They put gacha in the Pokemon.
That's funny. Also, Shinigami sent the whole investigation being tsundere towards Yuma, but now she's like fine with Yuma, and she's like, yeah, that's you can die though.
セットの棚からグラスとボトルを持ってきた。
Rio.
そこでカレンはポケットから毒の小瓶を取り出すと、その中身を片方のグラスに。
Yasuhiko wins the award for character who is here.
実際に毒は入っていないんだけどね。その後グラスのシャッフルが行われたんだけど。うわー、なんだよ。
Are we not supposed to go this way yet, or?
Gotta watch out for the random sinkholes.
Yep.
Oh, you jump on the desk? That's fine.
Yeah, okay. Because they both
Wait,
have
that's
little
not
glasses. Or, yeah.
Yasuhiko's just like, I'm not. Oh, wait, he did. Never mind.
It was, who was first? Fuck. I don't remember. I'm gonna get this wrong.
I believe.
Okay, no, I did. I just guessed. It was a 50-50 chance.
Send it.
How Umbra is asking how addicted you are to the gacha in your Pokemon.
I have used a few stones.
Okay.
It's all. I think, as far as I know, it's only in one town, but maybe they add it to another one later.
Because I remember in V3, in Danganronpa V3, like the odds change the further you get into the dungeon, so it actually makes sense to hold off as many coins as you can and rolls as you can until you are as far in the game as you can to get put those resources to getting the rarer cards. So if there's a way to change the odds in this game, then similarly, you might want to save your stones later for when you can get better rolls of higher level Pokemon or however it works. So,
I didn't consider that.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I like that's one of the. Hold on, let me answer this real quick. Well, obviously the glass that had the poison was the one that Karen chose because she died.
Yeah.
I feel like that's one of those questions to like making sure you're paying attention. But
that's how they get you.
Yeah. Because just RPGs in general, it's like I better not use my 99 mega elixirs or whatever because I might need them later, and then you beat the game and you still have 99 mega elixirs or whatever, so it's like I just am naturally like good at hoarding resources, but I'm trying to be better about using items and stuff. But I in Pokemon it's like I partly never use my ethers and stuff because I never I just go back to Pokemon Center, bro. But also like I try not to because they're very especially, and depending on the game and the older ones specifically, you can't get more ethers and elixirs. You can only find the ones on the ground and that's it because you can't buy them. So I just try to be careful with that kind of stuff.
ねえ、毒が入ってたのがカレンが選んだグラスだけって本当に間違いないの？どっちのグラスにも毒が入ってた可能性はないの？
でももう片方のグラスの液体を飲んだワルナは死んでないんだよ。だったら毒が入ってたのはカレンのグラスだけとしか考えられない。
Shinigami there to be the devil on your shoulder, just like, but are you sure?
毒入りのグラスをカレンに選ばせたんだ。やっぱ犯人はカレンだけを狙ってたわけじゃなくて、どっちかが死ねばいいと思ってたんじゃねえか?
I would say eternalize the clock, but I tended to when I did play gacha games, I just played them anyway. So I'd take I like free stuff. But also I don't like paying money when I don't have to. So okay.
でも結構可愛いな。オイラ的にはストライクゾーン好きかも、愛してる。
教えてあげる。犯人はワルナだよ。
マジか。教えてくれてサンキュー。
All right, let's go. We did it.
Yeah.
マジか。デタラメなの？
デタラメじゃないよ。毒の分だけ少し量が多かったか、あらかじめグラスにこっそり傷で印をつけておいたか、それを
Yeah, but that doesn't make sense because how would she prompt? Yeah, right. That doesn't make any sense. That's such a high risk thing too, because if Karen didn't take the bait, then Warren fucking dies.
Yeah.
一理あるんじゃねえか。おかしなことは言ってねえぞ彼女。グラス？
これってもしかして？
Oh, if you do the wrong one, you get poisoned and die. Oh, okay.
Opposed to getting your neck sliced open and die, but you live.
ユマ、頼んだぞ。
I feel like this is almost asking who done it, because like, I feel like if she was moving the glasses slowly, then I feel like she would have known. But also, Karen chose first anyway, so
Yeah.
I guess I'll try a guess because I think. Why was she moving slowly, right? It's just too suspicious. Nope, okay. Tiny took a damage for drinking the poison. Okay. Okay, well, so Warner didn't know. Okay.
No harm done.
Yeah. No meaningful harm done. I lost an achievement that I was already out of the running for, I guess. I'll go back and do all the achievements after the streams are done. After I moved on to Phoenix Wright because I can't help myself. Before we go to Phoenix Wright, I will get all the gabs or all the so we can do all those that we've
Oh yeah.
And yeah, that little side story thing on the Switch. Oh yeah, I guess that's happened recently. Is the Switch 2 announcements? So
That is true. Yeah.
Which I don't know.
I love $80.
I don't
Maybe
know.
more per game.
I mean, I understand it's more the feeling of like, oh, I can't afford this, but it's also like, you know, I don't know. I don't mind paying. I like. Games were $60 back in the 90s, and like adjusting for inflation, it's like we should be paying like $120, $130, $140 for video games, and those were Super Nintendo games. Like, with, you know, I don't know. I feel like we're still stealing games at $80, to be honest. And also, I don't buy modern games.
I don't think anyone
yeah.
would buy them at actual inflation price.
Oh, no,
Well, I mean,
well-
some people would because some have more money than others.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I guess like because with me, it's more just like I'm going like so particular Duskbloods because I'm doing the FromSoft streams. Like I'm going to buy a Switch 2 and Duskbloods eventually. It's just a matter of like when, because I don't need to get it right away. I don't play modern games, so I guess I'm maybe not really the one to be listening to on this subject. I've played like I have Monster Hunter Wilds on PC. But it's just like, I don't know, it's not really a problem that affects me, and I know I'm gonna get a Switch 2 and games on eventually, so it really doesn't matter, I guess. So, and I mean, that said, like, yeah, things aren't great economic, like, I don't know, video games should, I feel like, are the least of the worries we should be having right now. So, I don't know. And if...
But how else are you gonna mobilize the gamers? But no, yeah, you're right.
I mean, they're a good distraction, you know, but also, I don't know, because like every new game that comes out is competing with every single game that's already come out and still, like playable, right? Like, you know, so it's like, you know, like I imagine games are still going to be coming out for the Switch as well, right? So,
yeah,
you know, so it's like, yeah, and yeah, like Bree's like, I'm going to buy a Steam Deck and Dead. That's fair, you know? Right. So like for me, it's more about like for me, like I'm gonna play Nintendo games. Like I'm gonna play the new Pokemon. I'm gonna play Mario games eventually when I get to them as I play Mario games or whatever. And I'm gonna need a Switch too. So yeah. For me, it doesn't really matter. I'll just try and get it at a cheaper price. Maybe I'll pirate hack it so that I can pay it less for games. You know, so stuff like that. So we'll see. Because yeah, I also just like, I guess it's like, oh yeah, but the companies might fail if I don't spend money on them. It's like, yeah, I don't really mind. Well, I have art for years, so I literally just from piracy I can get so much. I don't know. I don't really. It's whatever. I'm not saying my mindset's good. Like I understand if people were really excited for things and wanted to buy them and can't because of the price points, but like I said, I'm probably not the one to listen to on this subject. So
I'm also kind of fortunate that I have never really been super big into games.
Because you'll still be able to play Pokemon ZA on the Switch. It's just it will be the less good version, and eventually more Pokemon games will come out. But also like you still have to play Sword and Shield, Mathwiz. So
that is true, yeah.
And again, if you just want more Pokemon, there's ROM hacks for days, right? Like you're playing one right now, so there's always something else you could check out, even if it's not the same and the most popular thing. Like, yeah, you won't. It'll be a while before you can get to see the new Pokemon, but even those are get hacked into old games anyways. So it just depends on how much you value the experience that you're getting specifically from Great Game Freak, I guess. So anyway.
じゃあグラスに目印の傷をつけておくのは？いや、小道具を担当していた部員はグラスに傷一つなかったって証言しているんだ。
いいえ、傷一つありませんでしたよ。役者さんたちが使うグラスに何かあったらいけませんから。
そうなのか。よくそこまで調べたな。つうか、ユーマって本当に見習いか？いや、デス彦君の変装があったからいろいろ調べられたんだよ。
Normal Pokemon games do hit way harder for me than ROM hacks for some reason. It definitely, like, some of the ROM hacks are like designed to be very difficult, and that makes them not as accessible.
I don't know. I'm interested in the idea of ROM hacks, but I kind of want to play through the Pokemon games first. But then, because it's like, I don't know, I'm kind of curious as to like which ones are even like decent, because I feel like people have like, I don't know, like oh, what's the best? Like there's like ones where you're Team Rocket and you're evil, and I'm like, okay, how do they transform the game? Like I'm thinking of them in terms of like adaptations or fan fiction in a sense, and I'm kind of curious as to like how they add to the experiences.
Oh, Craftsdwarf, you can play the one where you join a cult and it's really edgy.
Yeah, see, that would be really edgy ones. But I'm kind of curious as to like which ones would actually be like, if there's actually any good ones, because I feel like people mostly care about gameplay, or if they care about the story, they're not necessarily interested in like, because what I found really interesting playing Red and Blue, again, was actually like the narrative displayed between the main character and the rival, and it's literally like a journey to versus destination theme, and it's like, oh, I never really noticed that before, right? Because like the rival, he's like he goes to all these places where Team Rocket is, helps no one. Like he's like, oh, there was just a sick old man, right? He sees Bill, doesn't help him. Like he's only interested in like getting stronger and getting more Pokemon, while your character is the one who helps all these people. He's having this adventure and not focused on just getting stronger, and he's the one who
Pokemon Red and Blue was all about the detours, not the destination.
Yeah, and there's an interesting narrative displayed through just like basically the contrast between the main character and the rival that I don't watch every single Pokemon video, but until I replayed it and talked about it with that None on the Weep Club, which you can go find that discussion, I didn't really notice that element, and it's like that. This is an interesting aspect of Pokemon's story that no one in Red and Blue that no one talks about, and I haven't seen anyone really talk about or notice, so it's like, are the ROM hacks going to be able to like live up to that? Are they going to be able to do something interesting, if they're like, because Bree's mentioning edgy story ROM hacks, like that sounds bad, where it's like, I don't think you get it. I don't know if you're anyway, go ahead. You were gonna say something.
Well, like you mentioned going through all the Pokemon games, and I want to go through and like probably Nuzlocke them on stream, like start from Gen 1 and work through the generations, just to kind of see like the evolution of everything. Like,
are you gonna start from like straight up Red or Blue, or are you start for like Fire Red, Leaf Green? Okay, cool.
No, I mean I probably will do the Fire Red and Leaf Green too
eventually, yeah.
But like I wanna. There was a Alpharad had made a video that was like like playing through Pokemon Red and Blue and finding all the glitches in it and like the ways, and it was really funny. But like, you mentioned like the rival. I feel like I saw this in a video, but I don't remember what. Just like I find it interesting how that was back when the Pokemon game wasn't like a codified thing yet. So it's like, oh, okay, I'd fight the Elite Four. Oh wait, there's a champion. Oh, it's my rival.
Yeah.
And that probably was really cool. Back in the...
Yeah, because I lost that experience because I had a strategy guide. So it's like I literally, before even getting my first few badges, I could flip to the end and see like, okay,
strategy guides are peak.
Yeah, I loved having them, but also it's like I think part of the reason I had so much fun with Pokemon Scarlet is because that was the first Pokemon game ever that I deliberately went into trying to know as little as possible.
Yeah.
And so I was able to have like even Sword and Shield just from the outside is like I've seen all the Pokemon at least once and I know aspects of the story and stuff without having played them, right? And same with Legends Arceus to a degree. So it's like I don't know. It's like I just had a lot of fun playing. So I it's unfortunate I can never go back to that. But at least going forward, I'll try to not be spoiled when I play Pokemon games. So
yeah. Funny thing about like you just mentioning strategy guides and I've been like referencing my Pokemon Red and Blue Mystery Dungeon guidebook playing through Rescue Team DX because it's still like some things are different but most things are still the same, and like I don't know, this thing is like deteriorating and some of the pages are falling out, but like I just like the charm of it.
Yeah, no, I actually bought a strategy guide recently because the Japanese Kingsfield 3, American Kingsfield 2 strategy guide is not on like websites like archive.org, but it has like a lore write-up in there that I wanted the first-hand source of, so I bought the strategy guide. And it was also neat to have on hand because it also had the maps for the previous game, and I could reference it. Yeah, I don't know, they're just really cool, but also like I want to have some level of blindness, but it's really hard to not get spoiled.
Yeah.
Even just to try and look for things that you kind of like areas you've already mostly explored, and you just want to find that like those like 2 or 3 things you missed. Just flipping through the pages, it's like, oh, what's this? What's on this page? Oops, should have looked there. So it's like they're for replays maybe. Oh yeah, no, it was kind of beat up and it was still like $100. It was one of the cheapest guides versions I could find. That said, I'd like to hypothetically scan it and put have the leftover pages in a binder or something so I could still use them, but also have it on the internet for other people. But
yeah,
I don't really have the means to do that. So okay, now we're getting to
talking
the
about Pokemon games and codification. Pokemon Crystal feels very weird as it was before most conventions and has some unique ideas. See, that's also kind of an interesting thing, like going through and seeing like, oh, what features did they experiment with, and like which ones stuck and which ones didn't.
Yeah.
I think that's a cool thing about like art and creativity. Like sometimes you just gotta try shit, and not everything is gonna work, but you'll find something good out of it.
Yeah, I think that's a big part of why I try to go through like these franchises like literally from the beginning, because like even just playing Pokemon again after having recently played Dragon Quest 1, I realized like, because like you can't just walk up to the water, press A, and the game prompts you to use Surf, right? You have to go through the menu and choose your Pokemon and use Surf from the menu, and it's like, oh well, Dragon Quest was way more like menu focused. Like you couldn't even open a door. You had to get to a door, go to your menu, and hit the door button, or hit the door option to open a door, basically. So it's like, I could see Pokemon following up Dragon Quest in that way, and having less convenient things that are we're used to from the more modern games, right, and remakes and stuff. So I don't know, it's just interesting to see all those little decisions. That's obviously not even directed at Pokemon evolving on itself, but still, it was more just like
playing through Persona 3 FES or just some of those older games where it doesn't like autosave or it doesn't give you checkpoints. So it's like, oh, I went 20 floors into this dungeon and died and lost, and now I have to do it all over again. It's like, no, but there's like an interesting, I guess, difficulty to that.
Yeah, okay.
And also, like, part of older games, like, I mean, playing through Final Fantasy VII, like, the graphics for it I find really interesting, because it's got, like, the polygon character models over this, like, photorealistic like background that's like super detailed, and I'm like, oh, this is so cool. And you just don't get that kind of like
that aesthetic from more
What am I
modern
trying to
things, or
yeah, like before the technology kind of forced people to compromise in certain ways.
yeah.
And I think that led to some interesting results that you know, newer games, it might just be like, oh, we have a feature for that now, or I don't know. I think I'm like half making sense.
No, I think I just, well, because, and yeah, no, well, because I was even just thinking about how, like, with Final Fantasy VII, it's like, because when they did 8 and 9, they'd already done 7, so it's like they'd already had some practice with this format, but when they did 7, I mean, maybe the studio had done other CG games, but like, something had to be the first, like, game in that art style that they did, right? Like, a video was talking to me with the studio Rockstar, who does Grand Theft Auto, where they, like, he thinks that with some of the other games they've done, like Midnight Club or Red Dead Redemption, they're experimenting with elements that they would then take back to GTA, which is kind of like their main game franchise in a sense. So, which if I end up streaming those games or playing those games, which I might even stream them, I might play those other games as well, like in release order, basically. But just for that reason. But yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. Yeah, I feel like
I'm too young for strategy guides. That's my experience with those giant FAQ boards.
I mean, I did use both, but you know, I started with the strategy guides and then went to the FAQ boards. Oh shit, monster designs or the leverage designs rather.
That must mean that they're innocent, right?
Yeah, I don't see it. I was thinking about it with and I feel like we're gonna go to the other two, and we're gonna find out that all 3 of them are in on it basically. Yeah. Like, so this one is like this is the Kurane is the culprit because she must have been the one who shined the light on the glasses. So.
Oh, why did we all wanted to kill her? Oh, why didn't we just communicate? Oh, shoot! Now we're all gonna die.
私じゃない。私は犯人じゃない。こんなの違う。こんなの私が思ってた世界じゃない。
I mean, I've the only series I've done is Star Fox, but I've started a bunch of things that I never finished. So you know, okay, yeah, I think we'll do that. Well, actually, let me.
I also struggle to play games all the way through. Like, I'll like hyperfixate on it for a bit, and I'll get like decent progress, and then I'll just move on to something else, and and then it takes me like years to finish a game.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the which button is the one to I want to see what my bullets are. Oh, view solution keys. There it is. So there it is. Okay.
Oh god, right, the keys.
Yeah, so yeah, I just wanted to look at my keys to make sure which one. Yeah, so this is the one. It's yeah. Oh wow, that was just in time, I think. No. No, I was a little late. Okay. Never mind. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it can be fun to go through, like with Persona, I've been going through it in reverse order, but like, I think it's just such a commitment to do that with like most things that it would only something like Pokemon, where I have been like invested in it basically my whole life.
Right. Wait, that wasn't it? Hold on. Or no. Oh no, I have to do an actual
Like I might you know, oh, maybe I want to play Fire Emblem. Three Houses is the most accessible one, so I'll just start there.
Oh, this is,
Or-
okay, now I understand. Okay, I was wrong. Right. Sorry. Right. Wrong key. Right.
Left.
Or, yeah, wrong key, right attack. Yeah. So, anyway, sorry. No, I understand because like, and yeah, like with me, it's like it started with Pokemon actually because well, it started with fucking none because he was like, I'm gonna play all the Pokemon games in order, and I was like, why did
Brain rot unlocked.
Yeah, and then yeah, well then it's like, well then we also played through like things like important RPGs and influences to Pokemon. No, wait, I have the. No, okay. Let me finish my point, and then I'll actually did focus on the thing apparently. But
Yeah.
it was like because we played the first Megami Tensei, or he played it for like 10 seconds and stopped. I played through the first Megami Tensei, and then I kept going with that franchise, and then I kept going with Dragon Quest, and I played up to Dragon Quest V. I played up to Persona 1 playthrough, and then the first part of Persona 2. Skipping games that weren't translated, which now I can go back to when I, at least soon, when I'm a bit better in Japanese. So it's like, yeah, he got me interested in that, and then but then I was also like around the same time doing like my favorites video games replay, where I already realized like Star Fox 64 was one of my favorite games. It's like, well, but I haven't played these other Star Fox games that even if I don't like as much, I might still like, because I already like Star Fox 64. And then there's other franchises, like I played GTA 4, but I don't know if I like GTA 5. I haven't played it, right? So I was already planning to go through all these franchises, but yeah. Anyway, so yeah. All right, let me lock in and figure out this. Yeah, okay. No, wrong one.
Yeah, trying to stream and like play game and also talk it's a lot of multitasking.
Okay. Oh, that's bad. Okay, that's not gonna work. So, Sacred Stage for Murder. So, okay, this might be the one, but it's too late. So, yeah. Okay, because yeah, she said poison the glass. Yeah, there's nothing about the glass here, so it's probably not that one.
どっちに毒が仕込まれているか知ってればライトを当てるのも簡単だもんねやっぱりクラネが犯人なのよ
Yeah, so okay, I think I'm gonna try that first bullet, or the first bullet, the first line of dialogue.
だけど
Yeah, because it
犯人は私じゃないお願い信じて私に反抗はできなかった最低よクラネ神聖な部隊の道具を人殺し
okay,
に使う
Sacred Stage for Murder. Okay, let's try this one.
なんて
Nope. Okay. I was thinking that, oh, if she used a Sacred Stage for Murder, well, countering it might be the one that says she didn't do anything, but, okay. Oh, no, that's true. Okay, she's right. Props were being used. Okay.
そうだ
犯人は私じゃない
Oh boy. Also, I do like how because her dialogue isn't actually like countering anything. Like it doesn't even reach Yuma.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Because they're the ones who are making the arguments, so their stuff's actually. Okay, that's not the right one. Okay. Okay. She slipped the points with clearing class.
Yeah, they're really hammering it in like, wow, I can't believe you did that. How could you do that? Not suspicious at all.
Because yeah, the costumes don't seem relevant at all. Yeah, the wine that doesn't really counter what's being because it's gotta be this one, right? Okay, it was this one. Okay, yeah. All right, for being on. Okay, I figured it out. Okay, now we can chat again about autistic franchise completion, or because I feel like you have to either be like me. Like actually, I had someone yesterday. They asked me because they're gonna read Triple X Holic and Tsubasa Reservoir Chronicle, which are the Clamp manga that are interconnected with each other, and also there's kind of a multiverse thing going on, so you see there's a lot of references to other Clamp manga. So someone asked me, and I sort of gave my rough list of, okay, like here's the ones that you can read that are only just kind of referenced. Here's the ones that actually like have some level of follow-up that maybe are considered, and then Cardcaptor Sakura like you need to read, and then here's how you read these two. But I even mentioned like here's the ones you only read if you're a freak completionist, such as myself. Like there's a self-awareness there. I know what I'm doing is insane, and yet like I just watched a Disney movie today. Why I'm watching Disney movies? Partly because I'm interested in it, partly because I'll play Kingdom Hearts eventually. And it's like, well, but it's like, you know, playing Kingdom Hearts, having seen all of these movies that it references. As well, but I'm not just having like it's not just a Kingdom Hearts list. It's just a big Disney list of everything they did in theaters. And so it's like, yeah. And the movie was whatever. It was a Disney movie. I didn't hate it, but it's like I don't know. With you, it's like it makes sense to play Pokemon because you love Pokemon so much, right? So whereas I wouldn't suggest to you like anything else you get into, just like, yeah, play every Persona game. Like, no, I understand, like Brie mentioning bouncing off of Persona 1 and 2, off Persona 2 after Persona 1. It's like, I get it, especially right after the other. I haven't touched Final Fantasy Ombre. I'm playing him in Japanese. I'm sorry. Give me a minute. I need to get faster. I had more than like 3 days to get through one episode of something in Japanese before I start getting into that stuff. So yeah.
つまりクラスに毒物が仕込まれたのは開演後ってことになる。でもクラネは開演前にキャットウォークに登ってそこから事件が起きるまでずっと上に。
But I will check out Final Fantasy for sure.
だとするとクラネには毒を仕込むことは不可能だ。
Yeah, I just one goal at a time. My current goal is Animal Crossing and Animal Crossing related anime, like the movie that I started earlier, or you know, Shirokuma Cafe. And then also watching One Piece. I want to do that like arc by arc because I already started rewatching it, but I'm rewatching it in Japanese this time. So you know, one thing at a time. After that, I'll decide what it's because I also got really excited to read Re:Zero because the anime ended and season 4 is going to start, and I really like it and I want to read it. But also, you know, one thing at a time, or okay, a couple things at a time. But the thing right now is Animal Crossing. So yeah.
彼に毒入りグラスを選ばせたのはスポットライトを使ってたクラネなんだろ。でも彼女がグラスに毒を仕込めないのは間違いない。だとしたら犯人にはなり得ないよ。
Oh, is the thing that Yoshiko did she so honestly you could play Last Bible 3 just because Last Bible 3 is like currently still my favorite Shin Megami Tensei game. Gameplay wise it's only fine, but the story is kind of cool, and it does fall. Honestly, the problem with the game, the translations, especially for 2, the translation isn't even that good. So it's really just lore, I think, and some context. Because 2 is pretty easy, luckily, and it's not that long. 1 is weirdly difficult, and you'd want to play the Game Gear version because the Revelations of Demon Slayer, the Game Boy Color version, it doesn't have the actual like ending of the game. So I think you could get away for just playing 3, but you know, probably playing it as a full trilogy would be fine too. But if you don't want to, I understand. So, and you don't need to play other Megami Tensei games because it's its own separate thing. It just uses mechanics and ideas, so that you'll recognize.
ってことは犯人はもうわかんねえや。
Master Detective Yasuhiko.
とりあえずまだ道は続いてるみたいだし進みながら考えてみたら。
But I will say that Last Bible 1, that ending sequence goes crazy hard, and I don't really want to spoil it because it was really unexpected, and it just was like, wait, is this what we're doing right now? Where Last Bible 2 is pretty weak. It's still one of my least favorite Shin Megami Tensei games, so unfortunate. But 3 is just really solid, and I had a good time with it.
そんなことするはずないじゃないか。
I've even kind of had a video idea in mind where I sort of break down like and talk about silent protagonists partly because the Last Bible protagonist is actually really interesting despite being a silent protagonist, or rather there's a part of the game where they characterize him in an interesting way without giving him any dialogue, and I thought it was pretty cool. So Last Bible games are kind of worth checking out if you don't mind simple JRPG action, which I, as a Dragon Quest 1 enjoyer, I do not mind simple JRPG action.
なんだよ行き止まりじゃねえか。
問題が隠されてる感じでもなさそう。
Okay, yeah, we hit a dead end. We have to go back to do the other two questions.
No.
完全な行き止まり
As I predicted.
どうやって毒の入ったグラスを選ばせたからは真実にはたどり着けないってことだよ。
じゃあ無駄骨かよ。せめて宝箱でも置いとけってんだよな。そもそもユーマ、このルートを選んだおめえに責任があるぞ。
Yeah, Mathwiz, it's your fault for picking this route.
No.
I think the oldest game I've actually, well, it's like, there's a big like question mark on beaten, but Donkey Kong, fuck, I'm interested. Okay, well, I'm already interested in Ace Combat because I had it on my list a while ago because I was trying to think of like, what game franchises have I not played that might have like favorite games of mine. Like Ace Attorney was one of them because it's like, well, it's also like a court-based like murder mystery thing, adventure game like Danganronpa, so I'm like, well, sure, I'll check it out. Ace Combat was on my radar because I thought, between me, because I like Star Fox, so it's like, oh, vehicle combat games. Yeah, that's on my radar for sure. And if I could use like this video idea as an excuse to play it, because I'd also be playing Halo, I thought about, because of the way Bungie talks about how they deliver the character as Master Chief, even though he has speaking lines, and I'd probably look into some other things. I already played Chrono Trigger, which is fine, even though Chrono is not really an interesting protagonist at all, and I don't know why people say he's a great silent protagonist, because he's kind of not, honestly. Sad. He's got like one decent moment, I guess, and it's like, it's still not even worth noting, really. Oh no, I guess there's the early part of the game with him being a fucking monster if you make the right choices in the sense of or a public menace, I guess. That's kind of funny. Oh, are we gonna use the... Wait, well, I know it's fucking Zoom.
I forgot about these.
The Dragon Quest reference? Yeah. Okay, well, I'm gonna pick red because, because that's actually the first Pokemon game that I got the full Pokedex in. No, actually, technically it would have been Platinum, I think, but with Platinum I had to do some like fuckery for event Pokemon, so it's hard to count that one. Where with Red I only had to do the glitch for Mew, so. Because I've actually finished the Pokedex in Red and Crystal, so that's 2 generations.
Hey, the closest I've ever come to completing the Pokedex in a Pokemon game was Pokemon Violet.
Which I imagine, yeah, for sure.
I got really close, and then I just stopped playing it.
I think I still have a box with a bunch of exclusives that I caught for other people who I knew were playing the game. In my Scarlet version. I don't know if I ever gave you yours, though.
Well, you definitely gave me a few.
I feel like we would have, because if you got close to completed Pokedex, then yeah, that's probably the case.
You also made sure that I found the spot where Tandemaus was.
That's right, because you could get to it really early on, but I didn't know about it, because if I knew about it, I might have used Tandemaus on my party, because it's so cute. They're so cute.
It's so peak.
And just it's still funniest evolution method in the game, in the franchise, I think. Like, it's just, you turn around and there's more of them. Like, it's so funny. Oh shit, Donkey Kong Country? Now we're on a minecart. They have school desks.
I'm sure this is very stable.
Oh, which was... it was the the paintbrush. Oh wait, was it not that?
The paintbrush.
That was a bad noise. Okay. Wait, was it actually the paintbrush?
No way. No shot.
Are you? It's the fucking wait. What?
科学室に濡れた絵筆が落ちていた
I'm gonna become the Joker.
That's so okay.
それを科学室から運び出した
That's I don't okay. I guess okay. But then they brought the paintbrush back to the chem lab,
ほら集中集中
or they brushed it on.
No
the
one
suit.
would suspect the paintbrush.
Was it? Wait, what? This is what? Wine.
What was the
Well,
poison
there was a
brush?
missing wine bottle. So okay. So Yoshiko applied the poison. No, wait, what? No, never mind. Okay, I thought that was a good noise. Okay, that was bad noise.
Hello, Sabo di Taj.
Oh, the wine bottle. That said bottle. Okay, I misread it. I just saw wine and my brain autofilled the rest
目
incorrectly.
立たずに演劇場へ持ち込むことができる犯人はそのグラスに毒を塗って
I've actually completed the Pokedex in each game I've played since Gen 7. I kind of just started doing it because I like shiny hunting. Shiny hunting does involve catching a lot of Pokemon.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say.
Or encountering a
yeah,
lot.
at least. No, wait, what? Okay, I was wrong. I don't remember this coming up at all because I understand Yoshiko. Because Yoshiko had the extra glass. She stole a glass from the set and then brought the poison glass to replace it, I guess. Is what probably what happened.
Shiny hunting is my personal form of
犯人は
autism.
毒を塗ったグラスを本番用のグ
Real.
ラスと入れ
Also, I've gotten every single one of these wrong and then got it right.
It's okay. You don't need that health.
I know, I really don't.
The health bar is like a formality.
But I think I like Pokemon. Like shiny hunting, I'm not really interested in. Because honestly, I don't like the look of a lot of shinies. I mean, it's cool to encounter them randomly, but I don't know.
A number of them are just like, okay, let me just crank the hue saturation
Oh,
a
look.
tiny bit.
Jolteon, what's shiny? Vomit green. Okay, let's make another shiny. Vomit green. Why do we have so many vomit green shinies? Nobody knows. You know, that's really important. Some of them do look cool. But for me, I
One
think...
that I
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, like, one of those that I encountered was like a shiny Numel, which is like it's a very minor change, but then it evolves into Camerupt and it's black and it looks
Oh,
sick.
yeah.
But like, I just accidentally stumbled into it in the wild, and I'm like, wait a minute, is that? And it was.
Probably the funniest one for me, Copperjaw, I think, or it's pre-evolution. I forget which one's which. The elephant mammoth Pokemon from Gen 8. That's why.
Oh yeah.
Because I didn't play Gen 8, I ran into it and I didn't know it was. I didn't know it was shiny because until it glistened and sparkled because it was like the first one I'd seen in an actual Pokemon game, and and I was like, wait, is it shiny? And I used it on my main party because I found a shiny.
Wait, so are you saying you found the shiny before you found the normal one?
Yeah, or I don't. It's been a while, but in Scarlet, yeah, because I never played Sword and Shield, so I didn't. So I just ran into it in the wild, or maybe it was in a group of them, and I picked it out, or I don't remember for sure.
Okay.
I was gonna say, I think that maybe completing the Pokedex more so than shiny hunting appeals to my autism because I like probably it's a similar thing with Shin Megami Tensei in like filling out the dungeon floor, the auto mapper, because as you step onto each tile, it gets added to your map, and I like kind of like, oh, I can step on each tile and fill out my map that way, like filling out a list in a sense. Of just like that kind of autism with Pokedex, right? So with shiny hunting, it's more abstract, I guess, where it's like, are you going to fill out the shiny dex, or are you just going for whatever you like, right? Where with Pokedex, it's more objective, like, okay, I need to catch 400 Pokemon to fill out the Pokedex, so I got to catch these 400 Pokemon. And so just one by one, I had worked my way towards that goal, so, yeah, I don't know. Okay, let's figure this shit out.
Yeah, with Scarlet and Violet, I wrote down like a little notepad of like, okay, here are all the Pokemon I have that I know evolve. What level do they evolve at? And then I like trained them up based on that to fill out the dex.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, she's also involved. I see why the 3 parts are necessary.
30分で無害化する毒を45分後のシーンで使うには 上演中にその毒を
Yep, and she was the one moving around during the performance. That's right.
ワルナは舞台上
But
に
now we have
役
to
者
find
と
out that
して
she
立っていた
somehow
クラネは照明
used
担
the
当として
water
脚
gun
本を組んだ
to apply the poison. So,
でもよしこ君だけは裏方の仕事で自由に動くことができたんだ。実際よしこは上演中に遅れて演劇場に入ってきていた。あれは開演してから15分くらい経った頃だった。そこからなら
I heard a word that I recognize because of Precure. Cayenne, it's like specifically like for the curtain raising, like the start of the play.
Okay.
So, or yeah. They actually open every episode saying Cayenne Dayo because like the episode's starting, but they use it with like a stage term because they're idols. So, yeah.
あの時毒を持ち込んでそれをカレンに飲ませたのね。
I feel like this is like a crabs in the bucket kind of situation, where maybe, or I don't know, at least in the labyrinth it is because they're all trying to avoid being caught, basically. So they're all like
Yeah.
accusing each other.
And now they're all getting caught.
When the truth, because I feel like there's no way that they like yeah, like I mean you brought up of them like accidentally working together to kill Karen, but I feel like with this level it's like there's no way they didn't do it on purpose, right? So I guess we'll find out.
Like, okay, they may catch one of us, but
Yeah.
they can't get all of us.
Well, I guess so. We'll find out if we can get all of them or not. Yeah, if only. Yeah, I did notice that pouch earlier, so it's neat to see all the things I've been picking up on coming into focus. So
グラスくらいの大きさならポーチに入るし、もし見られても予備の小道具だと言い逃れできるからね。
なるほどな。裏方に徹するふりをしながら狂気の準備を進めてやがったのか。けどよ、女の子を追い詰めるのはいい気分しねえな。
Hombre is curious as to how you like Black Clover so far. Because I mean, you said that you did say that like obviously you don't like it as much as MHA, but you do like it? Question mark.
Yeah, it's solid. I feel like some arcs I've enjoyed more than others. I said that Charmy is the purest of vibes. It's like it's I feel like it's hard for me to describe it without be like coming off of MHA like being not disrespectful, but just like it's good, but it hasn't hit that peak for me.
Yeah.
But I think Asta is a really good shonen protagonist. And Yami has aura.
Yami's cool.
And also Noelle is good.
I was gonna say I like Noelle a lot, so
誰にでも媚び売ってるだけの尻軽女じゃん。
カレンに自分の席を奪われて嫉妬しちゃった。
だからカレンを殺したんだろ。この人殺し。この偽善者。
おい、いくら犯人だからって言い過ぎだろ。きっと彼女にも。
Also, they're. I think I mean, Yoshiko had like a pink shade of hair color, but they got like Pokemon starter hair colors in their forms, their labyrinth forms. Because now
red, blue, yellow.
Or no, no. I said Pokemon starter because Karane is green and Karen was yellow, but then Yoshiko is more like a red or pink. So.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe they were matching like.
Oh no! Wait. Oh, she's gonna change too. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so, no, yeah, I'm definitely wondering why they didn't match the doors, because, like, I went through the red door, and Yoshiko's being accused, and she's got the closer to red hair, but, Kurane seems to have green hair, where, her door was yellow, where at least walking out, you know, her door would be the blue one, I imagine, going by the pattern.
Bree said we're nearing the end of the Witch's Forest arc, for reference.
Okay. I kind of remember that one.
きり言ってあげる偽善者のヨシコが犯人なのよだって演劇場に毒を持ち込めたのよ
Damn it. This is a little too early.
So close.
Oh, only Yoshiko. Okay. Okay, no. Doesn't seem to be any one of these.
違う違う違う
Oh, that was not a duck.
ヨシコは持ち込んだ毒の塗られたグラスを花のグラスと入れ替えたのよ暗転時にこっそりね
Okay. So they're saying Yoshiko in the dark swapped out the glasses, she's doing it before the blackout. That doesn't seem right.
私はやってないグラスを入れ替えるなんてできない
Oh, that's... It wouldn't have been possible for anyone to swap out the glasses, but, feels like this isn't right, but I'll try it. Nope, okay, that wasn't right. I didn't think so, but, maybe there's a fourth one.
Karen was also in on it.
No, that would be wild, because I feel like that's not the case right now, but it could change.
そうか
What? Yeah, I guess what Yoshiko was doing during the, because yeah, she applied the poison to the glass. She came in, she had the glass. Oh, ow.
だって演劇場に毒を持ち込めたのヨシコしかいないんだから
It really doesn't look like your health bar has gone down.
No, I have
in
so
a
much
while.
health, it's ridiculous.
Oh, Desahiko's here too?
Yeah, I have a button I could do to, I don't know what he does. No, yeah, it didn't. Yeah, I don't know what that
花のグラスと入れ替えたのよ
Oh, it gives me a shield, okay.
暗転時にこっそりね
Interesting. And also, I think the music changed.
私はやってない
Maybe?
It did, yeah.
できない
Okay.
確かに
だとしたら
Okay, so I'm supposed to say, yeah, point out that Yoshiko couldn't have been doing anything.
偽善者のヨシコが犯人なのよだって演劇場に毒を持ち込めたのよヨシコしかいないんだから
Oh, is this it? No, I have. Because they're saying Yoshiko, only she could have done it. Oh, well. Okay, she's explaining why I was wrong. Okay.
だとしたら
So.
はっきり言ってあげる
Oh, wait, hold
偽善者
on.
の
I'll figure it out.
ヨシコが
Wrong button.
I'm trying to think if there's like
Ow.
anything more of note I could say about Black Clover, because like I feel like with My Hero Academia there were like a lot of little takeaways I had from it, but with Black Clover it's just kind of fun.
Yeah, no, I feel like even with some of the final arc stuff, it just feels like a well executed, but you know, more or less simple series. I think.
Yeah. I feel like maybe sometimes it like maybe it I think it plays with some like battle shonen tropes pretty well, or like arc structure. Like there are a couple of arcs where it feels like, oh, okay, this could be the end of the arc, or it feels like the end. And then somebody runs in to do something, and it's like, oh, okay, I see what they're doing here. This feels like it could be the end of the arc. And then somebody else runs in, and it's like, this is the... And then somebody else runs. So now I've developed the expectation that the arc isn't over unless there's like at least like 2 or 3 run-ins, which isn't always true, but.
And I was just thinking about something with the climax of the current arc that I just think they did a really cool way of presenting the main character fighting against the cogs of fate in a way, and they just do it in a really cool way. So it's like, again, like idea-wise, it's like, you know, Bleach, Naruto. Like I've seen stories deal with these ideas, and you know, but Black Bulls, like I still was reading that chapter. It's like, this is fucking cool, you know. So it's like, yeah, it gives me good feelings. So and also, yeah, it's kind of neat seeing that like so many of the fights are like team fights. So you get like team up attacks with the Black Bulls working with each other. That's pretty neat.
Yeah.
And yeah, and they're a fun group of characters. I dropped my controller.
And even like My Hero Academia kind of does like the cycle of hatred thing.
Yeah, that's true. It does.
But that's always something I found interesting about just like seeing the tropes, like not reinvented, but like used in different ways.
Yeah.
Like having a vague idea of where the story could go based on like knowledge of prior series, but also, you know, it's presented differently.
I guess, okay, because Umber is asking about what I'm talking about, because I'm talking about the current one. I guess specifically to sort of talk about the moment without spoiling what it is, it's basically an antagonist has the ability to sort of see what the world would have been like if Asta wasn't there, and he's sort of making comparisons between like how the world is and how it like should have been, and it's like, it's really fucking cool. Because it's like, oh, this character should have died, and this character shouldn't have been this strong, and it's like Asta's helped everyone around him become better, basically, and it's just like, it's just, this is shonen. It's one of those kind of moments. Yeah, it was really cool.
I guess I also kind of like how the camaraderie between the Black Bulls, how like, you know, Asta is like one of the newer members, but like, so he looks up to the, you know, like his like senpai, but they also like are inspired by him, and so there's kind of like a back and forth.
Yeah, the teachers learning, or the senpais learning from their kohai, and you know, teacher learning from the student, and that kind of thing. Yeah, it's very cool.
Like I think in one of the fights, like Finral has something where he mentions like, you're gonna have to trust me or whatever, and Asta's like, too late, I already trust you completely. And it's peak.
Okay, time for Pokemon Blue version to find out that Wakana is involved also.
It was Blastoise.
Oh, okay. I guess Datsuko's thing is like, because he has this like, because he's like, oh, man, this trial is making me afraid of women. Where it's like, did you know women can be bad? I guess that's because Datsuko has this kind of like, I guess like, you know, he's seeing them all as like angels because he's a horny bastard. Okay, and I made Shinigami glitch out a little bit. She's just freaking out because I'm moving slightly.
Yeah, that's interesting that like her movements were like not tracked, but like I don't know the word I'm looking for, but like you move and she moves. Favorite among the Black Bulls outside Asta, Yami, and Noelle? Probably Charmy.
Oh yeah, right.
She is vibes.
I was trying to think of. For me, I feel like it's been too long since I touched a series to say honestly.
She has so many like little quips that are really funny. Like one of them, well, I'm watching the dub, so maybe it's slightly different in Japanese. But she's like, you know, it's like I always say, better bred than dead, and that, I've just been quoting that the last couple.
That's pretty funny.
Also, the performance for her is really funny because like half the time I feel like I can't tell what she's saying because she's just so like excited and like I think it's peak.
That's cool.
It's nice when the comedy works for me as opposed to when it doesn't, in which case it is annoying.
Yeah. Also, specifically what I found funny about the better bred than dead is the fact that you keep quoting it. Like, I'm just imagining you just annoying free with it. Like, that is really funny. Like, the quote itself is like, that's probably funny in context, but outside of it, it's just like, it's funny to imagine.
It's like, okay, it's not funny anymore. Stop saying it.
Well, I especially thought of the original She-Ra Catra, where apparently you'd looked up some of her quotes or something like that, where it's like just really, really cheesy.
Oh god, yeah, I don't know if I'd be able to remember that.
Yeah, but you know what I'm at least talking about, right? Because I just remember you bringing that up.
Yeah.
Being like they're really just. And just,
God, that's not something I've thought about in a while.
I just reached into your brain and pulled out some dormant memories that you maybe didn't want to remember. Oh, now we're Boulder. Okay.
No, it's like She-Ra is good. It's like one of those things like I haven't gone back to Critical Role in years because of like associating it with the person who got me into it.
Right.
And just needing to like get to a point where I can view those things free of that context.
Yeah. Well, I specifically was remembering the older She-Ra show that you hadn't seen actually, but that you saw some clips.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, it was like a YouTube video or something that was just like a random episode.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
And it's like I think Catra was somehow more cat. It was goofy, and also all the characters had same face because it was like the 80s or whatever.
Yeah.
毒の効果時間は30分しかないけど、毒肺血統の芯は開演して45分経った後だった。
Speaking of Critical Role, since Campaign 3 is over, or have you thought about, well, I guess maybe you'll see how you feel when you get there, but like Campaign 4 is going to start at some point, and
I feel like if I'm going to get back into Critical Role, I'm going to just pick up Campaign 3 again.
Because okay, yeah.
Reinvesting in something like that, maybe it would work, but I don't know. Or maybe like I could start watching that season, and then it would make me want to go to the other campaign and pick that back up.
Especially because some big things happen at the end of the campaign, like big setting shifting stuff. So like, you know, it would spoil you, I guess. But there'd be a level of like, what the fuck happened? I guess. So you know.
Yeah, like I guess campaign 3 technically would have spoilers for previous campaigns in it.
Or you meant Campaign 4 having spoilers for, say, Campaign 3, but it is also true that Campaign 3 has spoilers for the pre. I mean, I kind of told you about it, where they literally like bring back and play as their other parties in Campaign 3, so it follows up the previous stories as well. So you know, it's pretty cool. Like, it was really funny.
When did Massive Boulder show up?
Oh, welcome to the Mystery Labyrinth.
Things happen. That's the Mystery Labyrinth.
Water Knife. I think I've been saying a different name.
Now it's her turn to be accused.
Yep.
舞台に置いてあったグラスに毒を入れられるのは舞台に立っていた人間だけだったら犯人は舞台上にいたワルナで決まりよ。違うこの人殺しこの
I don't think I understand this game at all, but it's fun to watch. Honestly,
Yeah.
with the time gap, me either. even without the time gap, I feel like
Pretty much from the beginning,
Yeah.
we were like, "What the fuck are we looking at? This is pretty unrestrained."
やつは怖えんだな。
犯人は私じゃないよし
I think I stopped understanding it in the chapter where everyone died. And it's like, oh, that's not how I'm used to this going.
Also, that's interesting.
It was cool.
Because I'm gonna say, because I was gonna think, okay, because I wasn't expecting her to turn into her,
Oh,
yeah, because this is
She
her
did what the others
doors.
did.
Yeah, so she's the one who,
is there another chat room somewhere? Yeah, Kraftsdorf is also streaming on his channel.
yes.
So there is a Kraftsdorf chat.
Well, I'm streaming it
and-
on my channel. I'm streaming it to you, so you can stream on your channel.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Oh, the water gun. I imagine this is gonna be the one that comes up. So,
おいらが手伝ってやる。
毒を入れた水鉄砲で
oh wait, I have the water. Okay, they predicted I was gonna think about the water gun.
そう打って毒を混入させたのよ
Sometimes I just kind of hang out in the Kraftsdorf stream, but
よしこなら安全する
this still counts as me getting back into streaming.
準備をすることは可能だったわ
Yeah. So the other one, okay.
だけど
Okay, let's chat. Let's do the keys from the chat. Okay. Well, okay. Maybe the water
My
gun
chat
wasn't-
room is here so that people can redeem hydrates. Otherwise, we will never drink water, ever.
毒を入れた水鉄砲で
Oh, that. Okay, I tried to duck when I should have
させた
dodged.
のよ
Hydrate. What timing?
Yeah, I don't think this is gonna work. Nope, didn't work. Okay. I'm just hitting buttons.
ただ
Better to play the game than to not play
Yeah,
the game.
I feel like this might be the one, like, something that, like, because overall I kind of have an idea of what's going on with this case, but
Yeah.
in this case I feel
think-
like, or this specific part, I feel like I'm not actually sure
毒を入
how,
れた水鉄砲で
because I was thinking about the water gun, but how did? Because I was thinking that it was not by
使えばいい
because walk. This is weird.
よしこなら安全することも分か
I think it'll be easier once we get to the next chapter and like get kind of mentally reset.
Yeah. Nope, not that one. Sorry. And I didn't hit it.
だけど
Yeah, because Yoshi. But would she have had the water gun on the so?
よしこお前だ
This mini game looks like it can be agonizing.
Yeah.
毒を入れた水鉄砲で
Oh, now Bree is
I
drowning
mean,
me.
it's basically just the it's the debate minigame from Danganronpa. So
使えばいい
Yeah.
よしこなら安全することも分かっているし事前に準備をすることは可能だったわ
nope. Okay. Yeah, I don't.
とりあえず
I would help, but I feel like I'm also not quite sure what's going on.
犯人は私じゃない
Yeah. So basically, Wakana is accusing Yoshiko of having put poison into the glasses with the water gun,
Right.
But like, so the wine glasses were stored upside down. See, if you look at the picture, they weren't flipped until the play, basically. So she couldn't have put water into an upside down glass. Okay, so that's or poison rather. The eyedropper is a red herring because it wasn't used, I guess. So it's just there. Water gun, and so I'm probably supposed to use the wine glass key on something. Okay, I think maybe I just explained it to myself. Explaining it to you helped me figure out maybe what I was supposed to do.
It do be like that
Yoshiko
sometimes.
was in the audience. Okay, there it is. Okay, cool. I figured it out. Thank you. Okay, I should explain things to you more often. But yeah, what I was trying to say, or getting at earlier, is that I thought that because the first one had Kurane getting yelled at by the other two, the second one, all three of them transformed, and then this one, I thought, like
only she did.
Yeah, only she did. So she's the only one who transformed in all three of them. So that's curious. Maybe it's just because of her personality, but I don't know. I'll think about it. I guess we'll do it. Have another round, maybe figure out something else. Well, yeah, I guess it was. Cause how did? So yeah, Kurane or Yoshiko came in with the poison. So how did Waruna get it basically to? Because she would have known which one was poisoned, and Kurane. Okay.
But Waruna didn't know which one was poisoned.
Well, she would have gotten the glass from Yoshiko somehow if they were working together. Because I guess that's what we don't know yet, is how did Yoshiko get the poison to the stage during the blackout in 5 seconds?
Yeah.
Even with working with Waruna, or I'm not sure yet.
Oh, that's what the repel one looks
Yeah,
like.
so yeah, and it's like she's saying it must have been Kurane, so we're basically asking like, well, how? Yeah, why? To give her something for us to contradict.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so the costume staff testimony is the costumes being checked. Production manager is the Kurane's idea to shine the spotlight. Lighting staff is Kurane not doing anything unusual. Because like, yeah, her contribution would have been knowing which glass was poisoned. Because yeah, so Waruna had the poisoned glass. She got that. Like that's the part we can't figure out is how did she get it from Yoshiko. But at this point, like when she did have it, she knew which one. So that's why she moved them slowly, so Kurane could see which one was poisoned. Because Waruna would have said this is a poison one, and she mixed them around slowly, so Kurane could keep track of it. And then Karen came and swapped them around, and she moved. She didn't know which one. She doesn't know about the poison at all, and Kurane kept track of it basically from that. So that way she was able to tell which signal to Waruna which one was poisoned, so that she wouldn't drink it basically. All right, or something.
Okay.
Or she that was part of the play that whichever one she signs a lot on first, Karen drinks it, and she just thought it was part of the play basically. So Kurane basically pointed the light and said this is the glass you drink, and she knew it's the poison one because so okay, all right, okay, but okay, I don't know which bullet we're gonna need. That is definitely not the case. Okay, cool. Okay, I need to just explain the trial more you more. That went way smoother because I was able to figure out just from talking it out before we even did the bullet thing.
Sometimes I feel like there can be like a disconnect between gameplay and like that confused me sometimes in like the Danganronpa trials where I'm like I have a pretty good like I had a pretty good grasp of like the events, but then having to reconstruct it in a trial, I'm like, wait, I'm lost.
Especially the times where you're like supposed to be wrong, kind of. Or one of the more confusing parts I remember is because like there's the in the 5th trial there's the like sprinkler system, and it like goes on at a certain time, and like there's a part that even I made a mistake of on my footage. And I also remember I think the YouTuber was Joseph Anderson, where he streamed it. He complained about it because it's like Alcina says 7 a.m. or something like that, and that's related to the case. But she's not saying anything actually incorrect in that statement, but you're still like conditioned to shoot the bullet anyway, and it's just a weird, you know, because he's not saying anything or she's not saying anything wrong. So it's a yeah. Hi Bug. Yeah, no, it's definitely the kind of thing where it's like, yeah, it's I don't know. I feel like I guess how the game like works around it, because like every time I mess up, Shinigami and Yuma talk it through. So like I guess if I were playing it alone, I would sort of talk it through with the characters. But since I'm not focusing on the game, I need to talk it through with Yuma more often, so that way I can get a better understanding of it myself, I guess. So all right, now to the final portion of the trial. It looks like.
やっぱワルナか。あいつ
見損なったわワルナ。あなたは演技で勝負する人だと思ったのに。私は最初からワルナが怪しいと思ってたけどね。違う。
Yeah, so I'm thinking about the labyrinth presentations again. I'm just thinking that like, because here they're very like trying to bring each other down. But I imagine that's because like again they're representations of the characters trying to get in the way of the trial, basically. So they're basically accusing each other because they don't want to die, when the reality is that they were all like conspiring to work on it together, basically. So like they wouldn't argue with this in real life because they're all aware, like, oh yeah, we're all trying to kill Karen. So it's like, yeah. Okay, I'm getting it. I'm re-understanding how the game works after a hiatus. I do have to use the bathroom though, so actually, give me this is a bad time, but give me like 5 minutes at most. I gotta pause it though. Okay. Drop the controller. I hit the button. What'd I do? What happened? What's going on? Okay.
Is this the same controller that occasionally like hits a button?
No, I'm using my Nintendo controller, so I'm all messed up because the buttons are in different places, which always messes me up because I'll try to hit like A and I'll hit B because I use my Xbox controller to play Monster Hunter.
Oh, okay.
But I use my Nintendo controller to play like Animal Crossing because it's a Nintendo game. But yeah, my brain. Anyway, I'll be back in a minute. You can chat with chat.
Hello, chat. How's everybody doing? How's everyone's Saturday? Unless there might be a time zone where it's Sunday. I don't know. If that was the case, why would you be awake watching the stream? Probably, I don't know time zones. I'm just filling dead air. As I do. That's like 90% of streaming. It's just yapping. Black Clover is an anime. I don't know if I have anything else notable to speak of. I already mentioned the Pokemon. Pokemon is fun. This game is fun, but weird. I feel like, without the interruption, this chapter probably would be peak. I remember really liking the whole performance part, but I've definitely had like no grasp on the mystery part of it. A little hard to remember the details. I am working on videos again. Videos will be coming eventually. Potentially. Well, no, I'm not gonna speak into existence when I will finish it, because then something will happen. So I'm just gonna keep that to myself. But I do have a goal. I have a vague release date in mind. And then I have like several other videos that I am somewhere in the process of writing. And those will come out when they are done. Nobody answered my question of how they're doing. No one is doing. Everyone is done. Raincode. I'm trying to think of like who would be my favorite character in the game so far, and I'm like, is it Halara Nightmare? To be fair, it's been a while since we've seen the other ones. It's just been Desahiko. And he might be the worst. He might be the worst of that group. I hope it's not particularly close, because some other character would have to be pretty bad to reach Desahiko levels. I just realized the name of the Craftsdorf stream is Girls Night. The culprits, they do all be girls.
They do. I don't know if I could call these goddamn streams. I'm on like stream 30 of the FromSoft streams, and I've got the this is like stream 9, and then we've got like of this game, and I played the other Kodaka games, so it's like I don't know what to name streams anymore. I'm out. I'm just doing whatever the fuck I can think of.
Bree threw a plushie at me. I'm under attack.
You're terrorist. I guess that's a way to stream snipe. Okay, maybe my joke didn't land, but oh well.
Oh, sorry. I had plushies already on the desk, so I was throwing them back at her.
Okay. I said maybe that's a way for Bree to stream snipe.
Oh, yes.
Okay. All right. Now that was just me getting back to the stream. Okay. Now let's try and explain. Okay. So yeah, Warna. How did Warna apply the poison?
Craftsdorf, who would you say is your favorite character in Raincode so far?
I mean, I think the character I want to like the most is Fubuki, because she's silly. But we also don't know much about her yet. Obviously, yeah, either probably Holera, just because it's like they're kind of the only character we've actually gotten any
Fubuki is
of.
also the thumbnail character.
Yes, I just chose it because it's like, oh, girl, okay. And now then we got a personality that's like, holy shit, something's wrong with this woman. I love it. She's funny. But I
can fix her.
I want to. No, she's fine the way she is. I just want to witness it. I don't know what chapter. And also, I forget. I forgot. It's been months, but I remember someone said that like Vivia is literally their favorite Kodaka character, which I'm like, look, okay, I don't expect that's gonna be the same for me, but I'm looking forward to more of him because.
Is Vivia like, the fireplace boy?
Fireplace trash boy. Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Where it's like I just like. Me thinking about how much I love Kamaida, he's like literally like one of my favorite characters in anything ever, and I'm thinking like, okay, if he's even in the same ballpark, then he's gonna be fucking phenomenal, right? Or I'll be fine with just like just good, but like
Kamaida is pretty peak.
Yeah, So yeah, I'm looking forward to literally everybody but Desahiko.
Yeah.
So we've been stuck on this character for like months, and it's like, yeah, let's get to literally any other of the main cast. Like the trials been neat, but
is good because he enabled the cross-dressing arc, and that is
true. That is true. Okay, anyway,
Yasuhiko, trans ally, question mark.
Okay, so
Big question mark, big asterisk.
Anyway, so yeah, to figure out the okay, I think I see what's going on. So basically, they're accusing her of poisoning the glass, which she did do, but yeah, here it is. So no, that's on the right button. Okay, right. So the issue with her delivering the poison is that the 30-minute time limit, because she was on stage for 45 minutes straight. How could she get the poison, right? So yeah, okay, here it is. So yeah, and I'm supposed to use this testimony to nope. Button. Fuck.
It's okay. The shield.
Yeah, I know, but that was the full. I need to wait until a full go around until I could do that properly.
Oh no. Divya, the sleepy boy. Raincode has, in general, decent guys, and then there's Yasuhiko. Yeah.
What's the first guy we ran into was the leader? Because I know you instantly clicked with him, you know, at least design-wise.
Yeah,
like, oh my god, Crash
Boy.
Yeah.
Dude smokes cigarettes inside a submarine, which can't be a good idea.
No, I don't think it is. But it's a mood, I guess.
Yeah, I don't remember his name either. I feel like the only character whose name I remember is Cholera Nightmare.
How do you pass forward again? Oh, right button. Ah.
There was also the metal choir nun.
God damn it, I missed it again.
Save me, metal choir nun.
Yes, she was pretty good. Memorable design. I mean, they just hit me with the nun with the cat ears, and I was like, bro, like, what am I supposed to do about that?
Did we ever find out? I know with the cat boy, the ears were fake, but did we ever find out with the nun?
I don't remember. Because I do remember that it's apparently just not explained why there's
Yako.
That character, some characters just have animal ears.
Yeah, the leader guy, blue hair and pronouns. I think he has blue hair. I don't remember.
I hope he has pronouns because everyone does, and it would be weird if he didn't. That's how language works.
Oh yeah, that was a joke I made about Gray and Black Clover.
Oh yeah? Which?
Because that was not a twist I was spoiled on.
Which one was that? Which character was that again?
The one who can shapeshift into other people.
Oh, okay.
Honestly, I think the best use of it so far is when she transforms into another Charmy, so there's just two little gremlins running around.
Is this heaven or is this hell?
でも彼女が舞台上に毒を持ち込んでないのは事実だ。だとしたらじゃあどういうことだ？
Alright, now it's time to figure out the true mystery that everyone is the culprit.
That would make sense. We had the everyone is the victim chapter, so now everyone is the culprit chapter.
Yeah. So I guess now the question is, I guess, who's going to be counted as the... Well, I guess that's more for the Labyrinth to decide. Like, it's not like Danganronpa where, like, specifically Trial 5 and Danganronpa 2, where it's like, oh, everyone's the culprit. How do we decide who to vote for?
Yeah.
Right? But in this case, it's like, well, as long as they solve the mystery, like, the Labyrinth's going to figure it out. So I guess, yeah, are they all going to die because they're all the culprit? Or is only one of them going to die?
The voting mechanic in Danganronpa was always kind of weird. Like, it usually didn't mean anything, but I do remember in V3 there were a couple instances where, like, one character would vote for someone. Like, I think in chapter 4, I think Kaito votes for Oma.
Yeah, that's right. Because he wanted to trust, Goda? Was that his name? The big guy? No. What was the big,
Gonta.
Gonta, okay. Thank you.
I can remember Danganronpa character names.
Thank you.
抑えつけるのに必死だぜ。
The Danganronpa brain rot, it's now ingrained itself too deep in my being to ever be removed.
Yep. I don't know. I just think that's I don't know. I mean, yeah, that's cool. Because I was into Danganronpa long before you ever streamed it, but now it's like, yeah, you're really into it. That's really cool. Feels good. Why did you do that, idiot?
Could have been a fake wall. I respect that energy. I will slam my head into this wall until the wall breaks.
Also, I like how he was. Well, okay, I don't like that he was being a creep about how like I'm fighting my desires every day. But Yuman, so it's like I know you're trying to sound cool, but that's actually fucking weird. So yeah. You ain't looking.
There's still like half of a labyrinth to go. Oh no.
Oh shit. This is gonna be a 4-hour stream after all.
Wait, but doesn't that mean we eliminated all 3 of the possibilities?
Well, again, the way I guess like yeah, I feel like it shouldn't be too far off because like yeah, we eliminated like or you know speaking in a linear fashion, it's like yeah, none of them could have been the culprit, but my inference is that all of them are the culprit. So
Kirumi also voted for Shuichi in the second trial. Danganronpa. No.
Oh, that's right. That's because she was that's the main character, right? So yeah, she voted because she was
the maid character who is also the Prime Minister of Japan.
Yeah, what a wild. That was a weird trial.
Yeah.
Well, okay, the weird ending to the trial, I should say.
I remember that her execution was the spider's thread.
Oh yeah,
and I was like, oh hey, I recognize that.
Yeah, that was cool.
V3 does just a lot of interesting things with the Danganronpa formula. Like, I'm pretty sure I also remember when Kirumi gets, like, found out, she tries to run, and the other characters are like, go! Get out!
Because yeah, they obviously they don't want more death, right? But yeah, Monica was strong. Also, they were on a spaceship, so not exactly a lot of. Well, they weren't. Well, they were actually in a giant. V3 was a weird game.
They were on a spaceship, except
they weren't.
The spaceship wasn't real, but also they weren't real because they were in a game. Pretty sure things should get faster now. Pipe.
Oh. Because we have a new perspective, so yeah, the perspective. Yeah, okay, that's cool.
Yeah, why didn't I try walking up the walls?
Every time I see this little ahoge, I just want to like pick him up and just hang him on like a coat hanger or something. Like, it's just.
And here's the Danganronpa. Yeah, here's the main character closet.
we keep the main characters here. That's a really dumb visual that I'm getting in my head now. Dasuko's really said, God, I wish that were me.
He just needs to nosebleed harder.
Oh God. Get to Sanji Fishman Island levels of nosebleed volume.
They actually made that a plot point. He's like, I'm dying.
It's funny that people complain about that, where for me, that's like one of the cases where it actually like is interesting for the more than just the Sanji being a pervert, I guess. Like, because it ties into the whole like Fishman blood thing, and I don't know.
Thematic perversion.
Yeah. It's interesting to me.
Oh, speaking of perverts, Mineta is.
Oh.
You know, I feel like when I like initially went through the series, I'm like, oh, Minetta's bad, and then like time passed, and it's like, oh, okay, I guess there can be some nuance in the pervert character trope, and now I'm just back to Minetta bad.
とりあえず進もうか
Unfortunate. Oh, look,
Although,
or go ahead. I was,
no, go ahead. I was on
well, I
a...
was just gonna say motion sickness hallway. But,
Oh no.
生前
um,
どんな子だったんだ可愛かった
so yeah, you go ahead.
可愛いけどそれは置いといて彼も演劇部のスター候補だったんだ今の演劇部の
Yuma perpetually in the closet.
ナンバーワンだったし
だったら彼の
I think I was gonna say something about Minetta's English performance being very like...
Oh yeah, you said it was like perfect, but it's also like, why is it perfect though?
Yeah, because like, I don't know if I'd call it a lisp, but like, he speaks in a, like, it's just, it matches the character.
Okay.
トップ女優が死んでんのか演劇部呪われてんな
その時に死亡した生徒の名は愛子
Yeah,
Oh.
Bree said the English performance is amazing in the worst way possible. That's a good way to put it.
その自殺を疑っていたんだ
Sorry, I just had a flashback because, well, not a flashback, but I remember because I feel like it came up in your server recently, but they're the one clip from Ultra Despair Girls where
Oh yeah.
where Toma revealing himself to be fucking horrid. And he's
Uh-huh.
voiced by fucking Matthew Mercer.
Yeah.
So I was just thinking like, oh no. I mean, because I've heard the delivery and it's like, yeah, that's Matthew Mercer putting us all into this line of this character being a fucking creep, you know. So it's like, you know, it's great in the worst way possible. Also, hey, that's
Yeah.
the main Aiko, that looks like the main character of a different thing because she's got the big ahoge. So.
Yeah, I was like, Komaru?
I thought, yeah, okay, well, I'm glad I wasn't the only one. I just didn't want to jump into, like, outing myself, but you said it, so I could say that, yes, I thought of Komaru. Oh, boy.
Ultra Despair Girls is like the most, it's Danganronpa at its most. For better and for worse.
That's a great way to put it, I think, because it's got, like even some of the bad parts are, like, I don't... It's so weird for me to unpack because I don't think it's handled well, but it's also done like so deliberately with like the way that like Komaru like forwards the abuse that the kids are doing back on, but it's like it feels like it's so weird. I don't know. It's just yeah, I don't know. There's good parts of that game, but it's like the rest of it. It's just like it's weird. It's hard. It's you know.
ユーマ大変だ足元が崩れ始めたぞ
見ればわかるよ
Shinigami is unbothered.
She can fly.
Shinigami doesn't need the floor. We don't need the floor where we're going.
じゃなくて彼女の死の真相を解き明かすんでしょ
ご主人様頑張って
Oh, that's interesting because I'm with Persians talk about Spy Family where apparently Ong is actually hard to understand in English because it's perfect. Wait, I don't know. I thought because well, okay, yeah, I guess it was murder. Okay.
I don't think you've messed up any of these.
No, I have. I just immediately got to retry.
Oh.
No,
Okay.
Oh, so she was murdered in the flower bed. So it's a crime of opportunity. Okay. Or no, she was murdered in the flower bed and the rooftop. Suicide was staged. That was the part that was staged. Okay. I funny how you said I don't think you messed up on any of these. Then as I'm telling you,
And then
I
immediately
definitely have messed up on these. I then proceed to mess up. But like it's easy for you not to notice if you're like checking chat. Wait, what?
Wait, you
Hold
just
it.
picked the same answer.
Did I? Wait, I thought maybe I hit the wrong button and thought okay. No, wait, what?
Oh wait, is it like a weird button.
No, I'm hitting.
Thing.
I hit flower bed last time, and I hit rooftop this time. Is there a third option? What? I hit.
What is happening?
What is I hit roof. Did you not see flower bed flash? I hit.
It looks like they both
I'm hitting
flash,
A.
but I don't know if
I'm
that...
hitting A. Because I'm hitting it relative to my Xbox controller, but I'm not using my Xbox controller.
Oh.
And that time I was
That'll
messing
do
with
it.
my control stick, and it did it wrong. Oh my god!
Maybe this time it'll be right.
Okay, holy shit.
I swear on that one, it looks like he's not gonna make the jump,
Yeah.
and then he does. Oh, Aiko.
Yeah.
It was like the brick, and then it's like, right, we're here to solve a double murder.
Anyway, sorry about that, and me not recognizing knowing my controller. But that was the wrong button. 'Cause they were laid out like Xbox buttons, so I hit it.
Oh, no.
I hit the button on the left, but it was the Y button.
That's so mean. I definitely get tripped
This
up
is
like
why I
going
was using
from
my
like
Xbox controller, even though my Xbox controller is fucked, apparently. So,
Mhm.
sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I definitely get tripped
No,
up
wait,
with
yeah,
the
okay.
Switch controller too. Like, I will think I'm playing with one controller and then hit the wrong button.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Actually thought I was wrong because I hit the top button, which was the correct button, but because I was looking at the top and it's like Yoshiko. I was like, no, I didn't mean Yoshiko. And it's like, no, I'm all fucked up.
You made it through.
And also, I have not thought about Aiko's murder at all. So, I was also, yeah, that didn't help for that section.
Yeah, that was the reason we're here. For the reason we came here in the first place.
Mhm. I like how simple this murder was. Like, yeah, Karen just hit her with a brick, and then snuck the shoes up top.
愛子の血がついたレンガは血痕の途切れ方が明らかに不自然だった。上から落下してきてここに頭をぶつけたならこんな血痕の途切れ方にはならない。きっと犯人がレンガで殴った後にそれを元の場所に戻したんだ。でもよ、それをカレンがやったって根拠はあんのか？愛子の死が飛び降り自殺じゃないとすると第一発見者のカレン
The
が
evidence is I said so.
彼女はどさっと何かが落ちる音を聞いてその場に向かったと証言していたらしい。そうか、落ちてないのにその音を聞いているのは明らかな嘘だ。カレンは嘘をついていた。嘘をつく理由と
I like how Shinigami keeps just appearing on this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shinigami getting like stuck on the stairs.
Yeah, you can fly. Wow, it doesn't. You keep getting stuck on the stairs, idiot.
Maybe that's what happened to Aiko. She just poofed into a bunch of little guys.
Usually, like, Shinigami's the goofball, but because of it's Destiny now, so she's kind of the straight man these days.
Yeah.
So.
なんでカレンはアイコを殺したんだろうな。女子校ってのはもっとこうお花が一
Yeah, there's the whole point of including his character in this arc.
Yep.
Girls can be bad? Question mark.
突発的な犯行だったんだろうね。カレンがアイコを呼び出したのも最初から殺すつもりだったわけじゃないと思う。
話し合いがこじれて感情的になったってやつ？死ぬほどベタなパターンだね。
もしかしたら演劇の方針に関する話だったのかも。
Well, we can't get the answer from that because Karen is dead.
で、
Rip.
その殺人が今回の事件のきっかけだとすると、カレン殺しの動機はその復讐か？
愛子の席を奪い合ったんじゃなくて、愛子の席を奪ったカレンへの報復だったんだ。
となると、その犯人は誰よりも愛子を
But they all
思っていた
care
やつ
about
って
Aiko.
ことか。あの中の誰がそうなんだろうな。つうか、ここから
So it was
どう進めばいいん
everybody's
だ？
friend.
動機は
でも今までの行き止まりとちょっと違うかも。なんとなく謎の気配を感じるし。
Just put the picture together.
何かが隠されてるんだね。
Oh, the shoes maybe because we're on the rooftop.
Okay.
おお。
あれって僕らが探索した
Oh, it goes.
青の
Okay, the colors are the same as the doors before.
I see.
だっけー、いつの間にかこんな高いところまで登ってたのかよ。
ご主人様、あそこ。
あの場所はどことも繋がってないみたいだけど。
ってことはあそこがフーの場所なんじゃない？
じゃあ、あそこに真犯人が。でもどうやってあの部屋に行けばいいんだろう。
ちょっと何を固まってるの？そんな。
いや、そうじゃなくてさ。
Oh, is he drawing a map?
持ち歩いてるの？
当たり前だろ。いつサインを求められるかわかんねえんだし。できた。完璧だ。
Oh yeah. Okay, I see what it is. I'm trying. Yeah, because well. Okay, never mind. I was thinking that like okay, because the last three are in the order of red, blue, yellow. So I was thinking that like
Yeah,
because Yoshiko is red, so she got the poison. Oh yeah, no, that is the order. Okay, then Waruna applied the poison to the glass, and then Kurane shined the light on the glass for Karen to pick it. So like it's the order in which that they led to Karen's death, basically.
おいらは
Okay.
女の顔を覚えるのと同じくらい地図を描くのが得意なんだ。
これ上から見たハウのルートだよね。これがどうしたの？
ここってダンジョンなんだろ。なら隠しルートみたいのもあるんじゃねえか。
隠しルート？
ほら、こうするとこれが一つのルートみたいに見えねえか。
本当だ。3つのハウのルートがつながってフーの部屋までまっすぐな1つのルートに。あ、待って、3つのルートがつながって。そうか、分かったかもしれない。ハウのルートに隠された真実が。犯人がどうやって被害者を毒殺したのか、その犯行を可能にする唯一の方法が。
おお、マジか。
やるじゃん。初めて役に立ったね。
おお、死神ちゃんに褒められた。愛してるよ、死神ちゃん。ご褒美おくれ。
ご主人様がいけそうなら俺様ちゃんの力を貸してあげる。さあ。
Shinigami's just like, okay, never bring him back here.
Yeah, let's finish this quickly so that he can go and have forgotten everything.
You know it's bad when Desuhiko is too horny for Shinigami.
Right? Anyway, speaking of horny, okay,
ご主人様と俺様ちゃんの共同作業だよ。
calm. I'm trying. Okay, 10 letters. how do I pause it? I just want to think of what the word could be. I feel like it starts with C. Oh, it was throw blade.
They're
Okay.
2-letter words.
Well, they're 2-letter segments. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Nope. Okay, it wasn't the CO. Okay. Nope. Nope. Okay. I feel like it started with the C, but apprentice.
Is it accomplice?
Oh, thank you. Okay, yeah, I couldn't figure it out for the life of me. Okay. I could not make that out. Thank you. Mathwiz
Yeah,
for the
it definitely
win.
took a bit.
Yeah.
Ack.
I was thinking like they were like not competitive, but like cooperation is what I was trying to think of, I guess.
Yeah. I was kind of thrown off because I forgot how the minigame worked, and I was looking at the keys, and I'm like, are those the 4 options? But I'm like, no, that's not it.
Those are just for like hints, I think. Okay.
共犯って前世から仲の悪そう。テスヒコ君の書いてくれたこの図を見てたら気づいたんだ。僕たちが探索した3つのハンルートはどれも行き止まりだった。それぞれ実行可能な人物はいたけど、別の条件によって犯行は否定され、壁が立ちはだかった。それもそのはずで、一人ずつ検証している限り、必ず壁にぶち当たるように計画が練られていたんだよ。けれど、仮にこうして3つのルートをつなげて、一つの犯行計画として見てみれば、真実へとつながる一本のルートが浮かび上がってくるんだ。あいつらは共犯して一つの犯行計画を行ってたのか。今回の事件は一人では実行不可能だ。それはハオのルートで確認した。でも3人が息を合わせて協力し合えば不可能の壁を打ち砕くことができるんだ。
Oh, we got a Minecraft pickaxe?
なんだこれ。
It doesn't look like a Minecraft, it just looks like a regular pickaxe.
Is Shinigami gonna use it?
She sounds like her energy.
It's kind of like a scythe if you squint.
Yeah.
とにかく確かめてみよう。今の僕らの推理が正しいのかどうか。
Kamikaze? Oh, that's the Drag Quest spell that makes you you lose all your health, but you do a lot of damage to the enemy.
I see.
この3つのハウを3人で役割分担することで殺人を可能にした。ユーマ、それがおめえの考えだよな。うん、そうだとしか考えら。
So does that mean?
I think we have to go through your store, use the pickaxe, then we go to straight through, basically.
Oh, okay.
やっぱ新しい問題が出てきた。3人の共犯の秘密を明らかにしろってことだね。3人がどういう手順で協力し合ったのか、その犯行の流れを正しくたどらないといけないみたいだよ。
犯行の流れを正しくか。だとすると、
Well, am I supposed to go pick a
犯
door?
行の流れをたどっていけばいいんだよ。
So go in the first
Yeah.
door, pickaxe to the second route. I see.
まずは凶器どうやって演劇場に毒を持ち込んだから。
一旦最後まで探索してる。
Yeah, I'm just going the way the game suggests through the map.
中に演劇場に持ち込むしかない。それができたのは裏方をやっていたヨシコだけだよ。今思えばわざわざそんな毒を凶器に選んだのもそれぞれのアリバイを確保するためだったんだろう。30分しか持たない毒の性質で、まずはヨシコ以外の2人のアリバイを。
Okay, so then we're playing in a way so that none of them would be caught, basically.
公演が始まってすぐに毒がある科学室に向かった。
And instead, they are all caught.
Unfortunately, yes.
Which means that this school is gonna have like 5 dead girls.
Yeah.
In the span of
6
not
months or
very
so?
long.
Yeah. Rip Bozo.
Forget the pickaxe. Let's just slam Desuhiko into the wall.
He'll get
until
through it one way or another. Yep. Now into Wanderness route.
ここってどうやってグラスに毒を混入させたのルートだよな。すげえ。
よーし、真実目指してどんどんかっ飛ばすよ。
うわなあ、ヨシコは持ち込んだ毒入りグラスをワルナに渡したって言うけどよ、ワルナは舞台の上で芝居してんだろ。どうやって舞台上の彼女にグラスを渡したんだ。考えられるのは
I don't quite remember where they were at when the lights turned off, though.
Yeah.
Oh, this is what, okay. Then there you go to answer the question I had.
ヨシコは暗転時に席から立ち上がって舞台袖近くに毒のグラスを置いたんじゃないかな。舞台に上がって棚のグラスを入れ替えるのは無理でも、それくらいなら5秒もあれば十分だよ。そしてワルナは舞台袖からその毒のグラスを回収し衣装の下に隠す。衣装担当の衣装チェックは開演前だけだから、上演中に受け取ればすり抜けることができるんだ。
なるほどな。暗転している5秒間にそんなバトンタッチが行われていたとはな。
Oh yeah, that's right. We had Martina at the very beginning, but mostly it's been the girls. You're right.
やり取りを練習したはずだよ。
けどその後はどうすんだ。ワルナが毒入りグラスを受け取ったとしてどうやって芝居しながら。
I don't even remember which one Martina is.
Oh, she's the glasses lady who works for the bad guys, the Baptists.
Oh, right.
棚に近づくシーンがあるんだ。時間にして 2,3 秒だけど、ワルナの手元と棚が完全に客席からは隠れる。その時、ワルナは本物と毒入りグラスを交換した。
Okay, so that means she would have had the glass on her person, the original glass. But maybe she gave it back to Yoshiko at some point, and Yoshiko put it in her locker.
Yeah. I think she was the one who had the glass.
She had, I think so. Someone had the glass in their locker.
とんでもねえクソ度胸だな。役者じゃなきゃやれねえよ。死神ちゃん、もっと優しく降りられないかな。
ご主人様、さっさとここもぶち壊しちゃって。
そうだね。
Yeah.
And then
Currently,
yeah,
she's the
spotlight.
Yes. Yeah, that was the only part I didn't really get was how Yoshiko got the glass to Warna, but now we know. So, yeah. Okay, Yoshiko had it in her locker. Gotcha.
で、ここが最後のルートだな。どうやって毒の入ったグラスを選ばせたんだ。
ここからは前に推理した通りだよ。クラネは先にスポットが当たったグラスを取るってあらかじめ彼に伝えておいた上で、キャットウォークの上から毒のグラスの行方を確認し、毒入りの方にスポットライトを当てたんだ。
そうやって狂気のリレーを行って共犯計画を完了させたわけか。
っていうか狂気のリレーだよね。
You can tell our energy is like a little petered out 2 hours and 40 minutes into the stream. Because we were chatting, super chatty before, but now we're just like, yeah, we're almost done. Let's vibe.
Yeah, it feels like it went by quick.
なんで？だってオイラまだ死神ちゃんを落としてねえぞ。
Oh, he's asking to get knocked into the wall.
でも無理だよ。好きどころかむしろ大嫌いだし。
いや、嫌いの先に。
I feel like she didn't like Cholera either, but for different reasons.
たとえ逆方向に進んだとしても結局はつながる。地球だってそうだろ。どういう論理？なんか酔ってきたな。
ここがラストの壁だね。ご主人様、準備はいい
Where's all of them?
やった、壊れた。あの扉の向こうが風の部屋だ。
So I'm still like waiting for the expecting and waiting for like the
ご主人様。
twist with this labyrinth. Not this chapter, but just like, oh, we can't use it because it kills people. And there was the whole thing about like justice is like the definition is flexible based on whoever has the power.
Right, where in this case it's like truth is justice, but Martinez obviously believes, you know, power is justice, right? So
Yeah.
Yeah.
なんでこんなに悲しそうな顔してんだ。
張り合いないな。それでもこの謎迷宮のラスボス？ラスボスならラスボスらしく暴れなよ。一生懸命隠そうとした真実を守り通したくないの
Okie doke.
Here we go.
Yeah, now it's like, yep, this part again. But you can't really forget that first encounter with the Attack on Titan section.
Yeah. It's time for jump kick. I forget what the third one is.
Or tackle or something like that. Oh, right, the...
She was taking the piss out of Cholera, but I don't think she disliked them. Okay. Alright, I also forgot Cholera, a non-binary icon.
Which button was it? Which button was... Oh, tackle. Okay.
On my... I'm watching it through, like, my stream playback, and Ranma is blocking the button.
Oh,
so
yeah, okay. It's just hitting the same button. Like it actually, with my controller, it actually messed me up a bit if I was doing like multiple of different kinds. But
playing on hard mode by using the different controller.
Yeah, basically. Which, I mean, people do that. Like, people play Dark Souls with, like, Guitar Hero controllers, or...
Oh my god.
Someone did, they were playing with, I think they were playing with the regular controller with their hands, and then they were playing a separate instance of Elden Ring with their feet on, like, a DDR pad or something like that. Or maybe it was just Dark Souls, but they beat both of them. So, people are crazy with those games. Yeah, I'm just gonna be jumping. Like, okay, well, I guess it's good.
私とみんなは無関係なの。
Dark Souls.
They need to get a little line.
Yeah, and like the bullets or the keys are easy to choose because it's just the photos. So,
One attack for each of the girls. Dark Souls on bananas.
I mean, I don't know about bananas, but I imagine there's someone who beat it with the Donkey Kong bongo drums.
I know I've heard of like oh, my fish played this game and it was something about like mapping the buttons to.
Oh yeah. No, the fish plays Pokemon or something like that, or I'm sure they've done. Yeah.
Is this a sign of late stage capitalism? Even the fish are playing video games.
Yeah.
Dark Souls banana percent. Oh, and is this is the...
Now we actually have to do multiple things.
Kaiju Shinigami is still a very silly mechanic.
Yeah, I know it's yeah. I don't know, just think about like at the end of Danganronpa 2 when Junko becomes big and she's like, just like God of War. And it's like, what are you talking about?
Oh, the photo.
Yep.
これが事件の真実だ。
Oh wait, people make controllers out of physical bananas and beat the Souls games with them? What?
What do you do when the banana starts rotting?
I
Is
guess
that
they
just
get
you have a
new
time
banana
limit?
Yeah, right?
愛子の復讐のためにそう演じていただけなんじゃないの？君たちがそれぞれ大切にしていた愛子とのツーショット写真。あれはもともと愛子を中心とした一枚の集合写真だ。君たちは強い絆で結ばれた仲間だったんでしょ？
この写真、こうして一枚につなげてみると、みんな揃って楽しそうな。
I mean, it is kind of weird to end the big reveal of the trial on something that a 5-year-old could have figured out just looking at the bullets, the keys together. Just saying, like, they only gave us 4 puzzle pieces.
A 4-piece puzzle.
I do think the trial is definitely neat with the the way you get the information with like changing the appearance of the character. Oh yeah, now we got the like now you must reconcile with the like okay.
ここで悪を打ち倒して
Yeah,
勝利を叫ぶんだろう。
yes, they killed a murderer, right? So isn't that what he's doing? Oh shit, I didn't think about it
Yeah.
like that. So
僕はヒーローでも何でもない。ただ真実を追い求めただけだ。もう答えは出ているじゃないか。それなのにこれ以上何をする必要があるんだ。この謎を暴くことで誰かを幸せにできるのか。
I mean, it'll free
もしかしてあいつらに
Kurumi,
同
who
情してる？
will no longer be on trial, but
そんなの探偵のやることじゃないよ。探偵は謎を解くのが使命でしょ。だったら真実を明らかにしなきゃ。みんなの目に見える場所で誰にでもわかるように示さなきゃ。探偵は正義の味方じゃなくて真実の味方なんだからさ。
真実の
they're not defenders of justice. Okay.
探偵は すべての謎を見逃してはな
So
らない。
truth and justice are not the same.
Yep.
必ず暴く。
I see, I see.
探偵はいついかなる時でも
I really think that's the point, how obvious it was if you look at it from the point of motive instead of evidence.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
完璧な解決、完璧な推理のためにはすべての感情を捨て去るべきって言うのは簡単だけどな。ユーマ、もしおめえができないって言うなら、
やるよ。真実を追い求めた者の責任をちゃんと果たすよ。
I guess they can... I was gonna say they can go be with their friend, but I don't know what this game's take on that is.
Yeah. I guess that's the other part of it is that they were pushed into enacting their own justice because obviously Amaterasu's justice is not good, right? Or like they don't really do justice, right? They're kind of clumsy. So okay. How do I do this again? Okay, another script brick. Okay, Karen used a brick. Yeah.
Amaterasu just does whatever is like simplest. Like, oh, you girl were here. It's your fault because we found the poison. So there's a connection there. We're not going to explain what it is, but I assume Shinigami knows where the dead go.
I forget what she said, if she said anything. Oh no, not the note in the script. Yeah, the late. Or maybe that's a fake one, actually. Come to think of it, that I'm not supposed to use.
Oh, because they couldn't get justice for their friend, they took justice into their own hands and got someone innocent in trouble. Yeah, I feel like this game has neat ideas. I don't know if it all comes together for me, but, you know, maybe it'd be easier to say that on a chapter that we didn't get piecemeal on account of...
Yeah, of a game that we're not maybe halfway finished with, at best.
Yeah. It was also stated that Karen is the daughter of an Amaterasu guy.
Oh, so that even if they did try to like out her, it's like she has connections. So okay.
Oh, so like maybe they knew it was her, but it's like, but you have connections. We'll cover it up.
They couldn't do anything, so yeah, they tried to kill her. So.
Okay.
さあ寄ってらっしゃい見てらっしゃい。女学院の舞台上で起きた悲劇の事件。互いにいがみ合う4人の演劇部員の陰にはかつて亡くなった一人の女子高生がいた。 事件の真相を明らかにする超推理フィナーレ始まるよー。
事件の発端は半年前の愛子の死まで遡る。愛子は屋上からの飛び降り自殺と思われていたけど、真相はカレンによる殺人だったんだ。
屋上に残されてた靴には現場の花壇の土がついてたし、レンガの血痕も不自然で明らかに素人が偽装工作しましたって感じだったよね。
自殺じゃないなら第一発見者であるカレンの証言には矛盾が生じてしまう。ただ彼女も最初から殺すつもりはなくて突発的な犯行だったんだろうけど。
口論の末
Just vibing and watching the denouement detective.
Women are so scary.
That's just the trial in a nutshell, isn't it?
事件の真相に気がついてたんだ。
Girl
Jack
just
Raven.
hit her in the head with a brick for some reason. I don't remember if that's something that would have been elaborated
I
on.
mean, yeah, no, well, because it's like, yeah, both parties were dead, right? So it kind of can't be compared. Because I obviously, I mean, even when it first came up, I was thinking about Danganronpa Child 2, right? Where it's like, Mondo, it wasn't a premeditated killing, right? He just got angry and did it, right? So now we have Karen sort of doing the same thing to Taiko instead. So we just don't know what caused it. I mean, in that case, Monokuma is the one who explained it, I believe, because I don't know. No, Mondo didn't explain it. Monokuma explained other things. But yeah.
で、毒入りグラスの完成。その毒入りグラスを劇場へ持ち帰って客席の最前列右端にスタンバイしたんだね。
It was the paintbrush.
It was a fucking paintbrush. You were, yeah, he just latched onto it. Yeah, that's funny. Because I mean, the eyedroppers made more sense, but I didn't catch on that they hadn't been used. Also, I was like focused on the water gun. The water gun wasn't involved at all.
Yeah.
舞台上の我が回収して衣装の下に隠したんだよね。
その後棚に近づくシーンで元々あったグラスと毒入りグラスを交換したんだ。
凶器の入れ替えをみんなに見られてる舞台の上で実行するなんてさすが地女優だよね。
女優だよね。そして照明担当のクラネはカレンを毒入りグラスに誘導する役割だった。
いよいよ毒肺決闘のシーンだね。棚から持ってきた2つのグラスにジュースを注いでカレンとワルナが客席から見えないようにシャッフルしたんだよね。
でも真上のキャットウォークにいたクラネからはシャッフルが丸見えだった。そこで彼女は毒入りグラスの行方を確認し先にスポットライトを当てたんだ。
I guess the actual contents of the play weren't that important because I remember when it happened, we were like trying to focus on it. But
Yeah.
no, the story of the play did not matter at all.
クラネは先に
It was cool, though.
当たった方のグラスを取れと
Yeah, no, it
変
was.
更を伝えていた。これによってカレンを毒グラスに誘導させたんだ。この一連の犯行は一人では実行できない不可能犯罪だった。3人で協力することで犯行を隠蔽する目的もあったと思うけど、僕にはそれ以外の理由もあった気がしてならない。
それを実行した無慈悲で醜悪な犯人、その忌むべき正体はよしこ、ワルナ、クラネ、あなただーって、あれ？
彼女たちは互いにいがみ合っているように見せかけていたけど、本当は愛子を中心に強い絆で結ばれていたんだ。
Okay.
これが僕の答えだ。
I really like that presentation with like the curtain falling.
Yeah.
君たちはこんなやり方しかなかったの。彼を殺さずとも彼女を告発する手段もあったんじゃないの？
それができねえのがカナイクなんだろ。保安部の都合のいいように真実をねじ曲げられ、行き場をなくした彼女たちの心の叫びがこの事件を起こしたんだ。
だからってなんでこんなことを？こんなことのために君たちはどれだけ自分を偽ってきたんだ？
愛子は私たちにとって太陽だった。愛子がいる場所が私たちの居場所で、彼女は私たちの全てだった。小さい頃からずっと一緒だった。彼女の夢は私たちの夢だった。何の取り柄もない私をライバルだって言ってくれて、その言葉だけで生きてこられた。彼女を失ってしまったらもうどうにもならないじゃない。愛子の死の真相は私たち3人で調べ上げた。親のコネで極秘の捜査資料を見せてもらったりして。でもいくら真相を突き止めたとしても保安部は事件の再捜査なんかしてくれない。それはカレンの父親がアマテラス社にも顔が利く有力者だったから。
And that sucks too because Kurumi was literally brought Yuma there to investigate Aiko's death, and then
Yeah.
this happens. So yeah.
それからは復讐だけが私たちの全てになった。そのためなら
Yeah, the help didn't get there in time.
演じることには慣れていたから。でももういいんだよね、演じなくても。私たちの演技よかったでしょねえ愛子。
後味がいいとは言えねえけど、そもそも後味のいい事件なんてねえよな。けどこれで終わりだな。ようやく現実世界に帰れるんだな。現実世界の彼女たちもあれくらい素直に打ち明けてく
He
れり
doesn't
ゃいい
know.
けど。
いや、
Yeah.
それは難しいかもしれない。
難しい？なんでだよ。お、そういえば死神ちゃんはどこに行ったんだ？
Huh, why can't the girls talk in the real world? Also, where's Death God?
で、どうだ？正直に答えてくれ。オイラに惚れたか？惚れたろ？惚れたに決まってるよな。
だから何度も言ってんじゃん。
He doesn't have enough brain cells.
いい
Yeah.
加減しつこいんだけど。
Whatever brain cell he does have, it's focused on women.
Yep.
テスヒコ君？
Merely pretending.
マジで言ってると思ったのかよ。オイラはおめえらの絆を
It was just a prank, bro.
絆っていうか呪いみたいなもんなんだけど、僕にとっては。
そうだ。試しただけだ。
I was actually just playing a character. I was acting too.
わかったから落ち着いて。
そんなことよりそろそろ始めるよ。あとは真犯人の魂を駆除すればこの謎迷宮もブワッと崩壊。
待って死神ちゃん、本当にやらなきゃダメなの？だって彼女たちは
人殺しの犯罪者だよ。どんな理由があろうと
I
ね。
guess what differentiates them and Yuma is that they did their killing by using more lies, where Yuma is one who, his killing, he does indirect killing through finding the truth, I guess. So, which I guess that's his conflict, is if that's even right or not. So,
Yeah.
because I was thinking about it in terms of V3, where it's like, well, V3 says lies are okay, so can be
Yeah.
okay, right?
全ての罪人に死を。忌まわしき謎迷宮に崩壊を。ダークネスシャイニングファビュラスレインボービューティフルマックススクリュー。
I forgot the attack name.
It's ridiculous.
I mean, from what I remember of the previous chapter, I feel like I did like that one more.
The previous one?
Yeah, with the Metal Choir Nun and
Yeah.
everyone else.
That's fair, but yeah, this one had some neat stuff going on though, so it was cool. And yeah, especially like this one, especially felt more like a case you absolutely could not do in Danganronpa, I think.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Not that the others weren't, but yeah.
Yeah, this one and Chapter 0 in particular, I think are really cool for being like,
Mhm.
you know, things you can't do in Danganronpa.
やっぱり
Ghost Shinigami is back.
He's small and throwable size again.
もう一つお姉様ちゃんの仕事が残ってたね。
And she's gone. No, wait. Oh, that's right! This fucking shit. It was V. Dies.
すみませんでした。今回の事件の犯人は私と悪な
The only way to get out of it, I will reanimate someone's corpse.
カレンに毒を飲ませたんです。どうやって毒物を飲ませたかというと。
Shinigami, however, not that good of an actress, apparently. Didn't make her believable at all.
あなたたちが何をしたのか知りませんが、次はこうはいきません。覚悟しておきなさい。
Yeah, because I guess anything less than that, the Amaterasu could have just said no.
Yeah.
しょうがねえな。おいらの愛も保安させてやっか。つうか、なんでおめえがそんな顔してんだ？あの
He's,
三人
what,
突然
is he,
した。
he's really dumb, holy
誰の
shit.
せいでもねえだろ。
They forget.
もちろん。
I know, but it's still like...
おめえのせいでもねえ。
Oh yeah, that just they died for no
Yeah,
reason.
3 high
You
school
should-
girls just died in front of you and you were completely unaffected. Like, what's wrong with you?
ご主人様、これで安心だね。あの3人の死はご主人様のせいになることはないよ。
僕はそんな心配をしてるんじゃ。
Huh.
Kurumi's back.
くるみちゃん、
助けてくれてありがとう。ユーマさんなら必ず助けてくれると信じてました。
I love how Bree is like, I don't even know this guy, but he's the worst character in the game. I don't even know this game, but this guy's definitely the worst character.
Free
大丈
spitting.
夫です。
I mean, she's not wrong, but it's just funny that she's so
おいらも
certain.
感動の再会の邪魔みてえな雑魚のやるようなことはしたくねえけどよ。 とりあえずここは早く出た方がいいと思うぜ。また保安部が来ると厄介だしよ。
あ、そうだね。一旦
I
出よう
think
か。
part of the appeal of Kodaka games, in a way, is like you take the rancid vibes with the cool stuff, and it's like, you know, it's like I had more to that thought, and then
I think I get what you mean though.
it just died.
じゃおいらは先に事務所に行ってうまいこと報告しとくぜ。
Like,
最
you
後は
know,
よくわからねえ
you
結
get
末だ
your
ったけど
Desahikos and your Teru Terus and that sort of thing, but like, there's enough good in there that I want to keep coming back and seeing what else he
Yeah.
does.
勘だけは働くじゃん。
もう間違ってもおめえのことをルーキーとは呼べねえな。これからも仲間と
I'd be impressed if they wrote a character I could hate more.
女の子はちゃんと
I
優し
mean,
く送
we
り届けろ
brought up Toa earlier, where it's like,
Oh yeah,
uh,
Danganronpa's
well,
got
I mean,
some.
the slight difference there is that like Toa's more of like an antagonist, just not the main antagonist, where Detsuka's an ally, and he's just a kind of a piece of shit.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's kind of like I was talking about that a while ago because like I guess slight Re:Zero spoilers, but there's a character in season 3 who's oh she thinks they're gonna okay
Oh, Shinigami's gone.
yeah she just teleported but there's a character in season 3 of Re:Zero who is probably the only case of a fictional character I can think of where it's like I love to hate them basically because I have characters I like actually hate but they're awful like Kyubey. From Madoka, where it's just like he's actually just the worst, but this character I actually like. It's funny to watch him just get shit on, and I normally don't feel that way. I guess because like with the perfect characters, like they get shit on, but I'm like whatever, you know.
Oh no,
so-
she has a brain. She can think.
分かってると思うけど契約のことを話したら
You can't have a character with a brain cell and the side cast of a mystery story.
それに万が一そうだとしても
She's really smart. Holy shit.
私の中に入れるわけないですよね
You're probably haunted by a death god or something. Haha. Wouldn't that be crazy?
いいですけど
We got a new recruit to the I don't remember what their organization is called.
Master Detectives or
Master Detectives Archive Raincode, yes.
No, I don't remember. They had a different. I know that's what they are, but I don't know if that's what their organization is called.
眺めがいいですねなんか秘密基地みたい鎌崎にこんな場所があるなんて知りませんでした
どうか一緒にこの町を救ってくれ。
この町を救ってくれか。事件を解決したことで確かにくるみちゃんを救うことはできたけど僕はあの3人を殺してしまった。
Nocturnal Detective Agency.
Thank you.
保安部の手に委ねていれば
we'll
Wait,
reacclimate to
an
everything.
NDA?
こ
Hmm.
れで解決したって言うんだ。
I mean, they're not supposed to talk about things, I guess. So with certain people.
解決だなんて言えない。僕が
So when they get hired on, do they have to sign an NDA? NDA?
決して便利な謎解き道具なん
No.
文字通り死神の力だ。
もうまだ悩んでんのどうあがいたって過去は戻らないし記憶も戻ってくることはないんだよだったら割り切るしかないじゃん
So, like,
正義の味
if he
方
doesn't-
なんてあやふやなものじゃなくて真実の味方になればいい
I'm
んだ
like,
よ
I'm wondering if the labyrinth somehow could be connected to his memory
そのたった
loss.
一つに寄り添うこと
Oh,
ができ
but
るのって
Because, like, he doesn't lose his memory now, but
たとえ
I think I get what you mean because it's like an inverse in a sense, right? Where he lost his real memories, but he has all of his mystery labyrinth memories, where everyone else loses their mystery labyrinth memories, but they have all of their older true memories, right? like
Yeah.
personal memories. Okay, yeah, that's I hadn't thought about it like that.
真実って何なんだよ。どうして僕はそん
And
な
that's it. As a Kodaka game, I imagine it's just gonna get incredibly crazy in the last chapter. Like, that's gonna be fun to witness, I suppose, because I feel like that's where it's like everything, you know, because it's like I just think back and it's like, okay, Danganronpa 1 had the apocalypse, Danganronpa 2 had the you are all ultimate despair, Danganronpa V3 had the you are all not even real. You know, so it's like, what are we supposed to expect going forward with this?
僕はヒーローなんかじゃないよ。
She used the word.
そのおかげで私は助かりました。あなたがいなければ私は今ここにはいません。だから真実を明らかにしてくれる探偵さんはやっぱりヒーローだと思います。あなたみたいな探偵がこの町にいてくれたらもっと早
Yep,
く
there's he was saying what
アイコの死の
I
真相が
realized
明ら
earlier
かにな
with
ってい
the
ったら
Yeah.
きっと
the
こんな
peacekeepers
結末にはならな
aren't
かっただろうし、
allowing for any actual meaningful justice to be done in their cities.
この
So
町には
Oh, they did explain that the pact with Shinigami removed
yeah.
his memory.
そのせいで
well, I remembered that part, but I had thought about the contrast between like the way what the other characters don't remember and what Yuma doesn't remember. So
Yeah.
ヒーローか。
maybe I didn't. I just brought it up and I forgot about it because it was last year.
単純に誰かのヒーローを目指していただけなのかも。今回は真実を暴くことで失われるものがあまりにも大きかったけど、それでもやっぱり真実は明らかになるべきなのかもしれない。少しでも誰かが救われることを信じて、もう少し彼女の言うヒーローを続けてみようかな。ただ死神ちゃんの力を使うのはもう。
I understand the point is to Mr. Labyrinth, but I guess yeah, he wants to reach a level where he doesn't need them, I suppose. Because really, at the end of the day, all they really do is like give him a space to solve the mystery, and it's over the course of hours as opposed to seconds that he needs.
Yeah.
Right? So in theory, he
And
could
then
just.
he gets.
Or go ahead.
He also gets the kind of get out of jail free card of, oh, I am a corpse, but I confess the crime.
That's true, right? So in theory, if he gets better, then he could he won't need them. But who knows when that will happen?
カナイクで唯一の情報屋なんですよ。
情報屋？
マジで？女子高生情報屋？まだ駆け出しですけどね。3年前におじいちゃんの後を継いで始めたんです。と言っても保安部に牛耳られてるこの町じゃ誰も情報なんて欲しがらないですけど。
道理でやけに噂話に詳しかったと思った。それに、
こんなにドキドキするのってアマテラッシャの保安部に追いかけられた時以来かも。
保安部に追いかけられたっていうのもそのせいなんだね。でもくるみちゃんが情報屋だとすると、本当にカナイク最大の秘密に心当たりがあるのかも。
Alright, I forgot about the ultimate secret. Completely, in fact. I don't think we're quite done with the chapter, but
There can't be that much left.
Yeah, I wouldn't imagine, yeah.
本当にカナイク最大の秘密について心当たりがあるの？
はい、その秘密っていうのは多分アマテラッシャがやっている
Oh, right, and the research is possibly conducted to the rain itself, never
統
stopping.
一政府からカナイクの鎖国が認められた経緯にも関係している話だ
Because
と
I
思い
remember
ま
that,
す。
I feel like that came up as a thing.
極秘の研究、鎖国が認められた経緯？
昔からこのカナイクはアマテラッシャを中心とした町でした。ただ昔は今よりもずっと自由で、もちろん外部との出入りも可能だったんです。統一政府の干渉を受けない独立区になったのはここ数年の話なんです。で、そのきっかけとなったのがアマテラッシャが進めていた極秘の研究らしいんです。
その極秘の研究って？
詳しいことはわからないんですけど、それは
Oh,
世の中の仕組みを変えてしまうほどの研究で、
For some reason, my brain went to like the Sybil system.
その研究によって世界的な大企業として大きく飛躍したらしいんです。
Trying to think of what it could be.
その研究って今でもカナイクで進められているの？
私はそうじゃないかと思っています。
Rain.
カナイクの鎖国もそれが理由じゃないかって。
Well, I guess the question is like, what does it mean by changing like the structure, like just the social structure, like how rule is done?
Yeah.
Or is it more like nature? Because I did think of like, well, if they found a way to like reproduce fortes, for example, that would definitely change the nature of the world, and the structure of it. So, but they also aren't. They're only so useful as powers. So.
おじいちゃんが命をかけて手に入れた情報の一つにアマテラッシャの研究に関する機密情報があったんです。おそらくそれのことなんじゃないかと。
それって
ホムンクルス。
What the fuck?
不死の怪物の研究です。
Okay.
ホムンクルス、不死の怪物？
That's not the direction I expected this to go in at all.
Oh. Okay.
本当に？
Huh.
確証はありません。でもかつてアマテラッシャでホムンクルスの研究が行われていたのは事
Well,
実
now
なん
I'm
です。
wondering which character's homunculus.
ホムンクルス、
Um,
不死の。
Jeez.
is it Yuba? Because that feels like he doesn't have any memories because he was an artificial human or artificial.
Oh
life
god,
form.
that would be that'd be wild.
不死の怪物とかホムンクルスとか急にファンタジーになってきた
I
ね。
like how she's like talking about crazy shit, but her sprite is just like, oh boy, onigiri and wine.
Yeah.
Let's go. Yeah, there it is. I'm not one to talk about weird shit. I'm a weird shit.
それくらいなんですけど。どうですか？私の情報役立ちそうですか？と言ってもほとんどおじいちゃんが残してくれた情報ですけど。
残してくれた？
私のおじいちゃんある日急にいなくなっちゃって今も行方不明のままなんです。
Is her grandpa number one of the organization
私は
of
お
the
じいちゃんの後を
detectives?
継いで情報をやることにしたんですけど。
Probably not.
で、今の話手がか
I'm
り
just
に
looking
な
for
りそうですか？
connections.
Yeah.
大きな手がかりだよ。今まで取っかかりすらなかったのに比べたらね。
本当？よかった。私でも超探偵さんの役に立てたんですね。
その小探偵のことなんだけど。
見て、あの辺がおじいちゃんの家があったところです。懐かしいな。おじいちゃんに会いたいな。
まあいっか。
そうやって女子高生を利用するのがご主人様のやり方なんでしょ。
ところでくるみちゃんのおじいさんってどうして行方不明に？もしかして保安部に？
いえ、保安部は関係ないと思います。おじいちゃんがいなくなったのはカナイクが鎖国する前のことでしたし、本当に急にいなくなっちゃって。でも
I mean, that doesn't mean the peacekeepers weren't involved. Just saying.
ご主人様
I mean, also could have just fucked
そんな
off
見たこともないジジイの話より
on some secret mission.
What if her grandfather was Yuma, but Yuma, like, he was converted into homunculus, which is Yuma?
That would be wild. I love how we're just coming out with the just craziest theories because, like, well, it's not like Kodoka hasn't done anything insane before.
Yeah, and in my experience with Danganronpa, if I just say enough things, some of them will be correct.
That's true. And also, I just think about, like, things I did in my fanfic because, with my I guess I'll just spoil it. It's a big twist. Whatever, I don't care. No, maybe you'll read it. Maybe, I don't know, eventually. But,
I won't remember by the time I do.
Okay, well, basically for the second fanfic, it takes place in it's kind of like Danganronpa 2 in that it takes place inside of virtual reality. The purpose with Danganronpa 2 was to hide the fact that they're all, like, horribly mutilated because there's ultimate despair. With my fanfic, it was to hide the fact that they're all, different ages, because like in the virtual reality they're all at their as they were when they went into Hope's Peak, but in reality they're all like they're all part of Future Foundation, so they're all like, you know, like the main character is actually like from the 7th class, so we're talking like 80 years before Danganronpa 1, basically. So, or no, more like Danganronpa was 78, so 70 years, excuse me. But still, so like he's old. That's what I thought. It was like he was old, but we were introduced into the story as a young person. That's why I thought about it, because you're having the idea of that Yuma's actually old. So yeah, it's weird, but it's not outside of the realm of possibility in a fictional story where anything can happen.
別にいいじゃないか、誰かを頼ったって。
Okay, still going.
Yeah, I'm like, when does it end? Because it's soon.
Is there food in the city that isn't meat
くるみ
buns?
さんもあの肉まんが好きなんだね。
はい、大好きです。少なくとも2日に1回は食べますね。カナイクのソウルフードって
I'm gonna go with no.
私もつい本能的に求めちゃうんですよね。あ、ユーマくんも一緒にどうですか？
あ、うん。僕は遠慮し
She's pretty upbeat for someone whose 3 schoolmates just died.
また会えるよね。
もちろん。
よかった。もし何か情報が欲しいときは。
Very close to the end. Thank you.
それじゃあね。
Okay, so she's not gonna stick around, but she will be back.
Yeah.
でも送っていくよなんてどう切り出したらいいかもわからないし。
そのまま言えばいいじゃん。中学生。
What are you, 12?
Unfortunate.
それより事務所に戻らなくていいの？ずっと
We do not know his age.
That is true.
Maybe there's a reason for that. Maybe he's actually an
Really
old man.
急いで戻ろう。
Damn, that makes my ship between her and Kirby really weird now. Problematic age gap and incest? Oh no.
Oh god. That would be the most Kodaka thing ever.
And I still love your gag when we were watching Orimo and you point out the problematic age gap between to make, and it's like, but that's the first thing you think about? That they're like 3 or 4 years apart. It was good. I thought it was funny.
ただの噂話だとは思えません。
どちらにせよ、情報
Yako has now died from starvation. Was that how this started? We went out to get him breakfast?
God, maybe. It's been so long, I don't remember.
He'll just have to eat his cigarettes.
That's what they're there for. Vegetables. There's leaves in there.
Yeah. There's leaves in there.
Strained. He's So I guess the question is, are we getting, like, I feel like in my head the order is Fubuki, Vivia, Yako, maybe, but it doesn't have to be that. I mean, and again, I also don't have any chapters are gonna be, because like, if we get 1 chapter per character, that's 5, but I'm also used to there being 6, so like that could be the whole reason there was a chapter 0. Yep, nearly died of hunger. That's funny. But I was gonna say, maybe the fact that there's chapter 0 is because like structure of the game needed this many murders, but also he likes ending on a chapter 6 for some reason. So
yeah.
Not always. Ultra Spark Girls is only 5 chapters, but still.
まあまあお姉様落ち着いてください。
それで
So she actually just said One-sama, which is like big sister. So I guess he was speaking like more femininely or something, or I don't know. I did not catch that because they were the dialogue was saying that he was speaking with a lisp, but Fubuki very clearly said One-sama, not Oni-sama. I'm pretty sure.
Oh no, he went into Mineta voice. I missed the dialogue before that.
Oh,
I looked away for like 1 second and missed Hallara.
I think they're talking about like Tetsuhiko and Hallara losing memories of the case while working with Yuma. So.
Oh, okay.
And now they're like, that must be connected to a forte, and it's like, what kind of useless forte ability would that be?
Yeah, useless.
他の場所ならともかくここはカナイクだよ。光明神に走った超探偵が単独で
So we will at least get 2 more chapters. One for Fubuki and one for
Vivia, yeah.
Vivia, yeah.
Because Vivia we've already kind of I mean, I figure we just assumed just because it's like, well, I don't imagine whoever it was who really likes Vivia really likes them because they weren't in a labyrinth, you know? And Fubuki's just like, well, like, Yako's the only one who kind of makes sense to exclude, I guess, because he's the leader. You know,
yeah.
But even then, it's very possible that he will still be it. But if anyone is not going to be in a labyrinth, it would be him for whatever reason. So yeah, and I just feel like Fubuki's next. That's the vibe I get. She just feels like a chapter 3 character. I don't think it's gonna be. I just don't think it's gonna be Vivia or Yako next.
どうしたのビビア
ほら言うでしょ
Oh, interesting. The more often they encounter death. What does he know? I love how they're like, yeah, we're detectives, we're the smartest guys in the room. And they're like kind of picking up on Yuma's steel. Apologizing is too much. That's too much of a hassle. Don't relate at all.
The detective.
I was just thinking about because I was watching Evangelion earlier, and Asuka's like, Shinji, you apologize too much, and Shinji's like, sorry, and I'm like, oh my god, it's literally me. I've definitely apologized for saying I apologize too much. So
yeah.
とりあえずユーマの罰は今後検討するとしてまずは保安部対策を考えなきゃな今回の事件には副部長のスワロも絡んでたんだろあの人は部長であるヨミーの右腕だぞ大事な側近で愛人関係にあるって話だあいつらきっと行動に出るぞああ考えるのも嫌になるくらいやばい
行動に出るって
Oh, that's not good.
ほらねこういうことだよ全員
this is how they're just like, fuck it, we're just gonna sink your sub. You decided to set shop in a precarious location. He's so dumb, dude. She's like, oh boy, water, yay.
And on that note,
that's no wait.
Oh, there's more.
Okay.
ちょっとご主人様しっかりしてご主人様
The end. Everybody died.
On that
Find the next game. Nope, never mind. Fuck.
It's still not over.
It's been 3 hours and 30 and a half. I forgot his name was Hell Smile. I forgot his name actually in general. I wouldn't have been able to tell you his name from Yomi, but we saw this character before.
あの魚雷を用意したのは誰だ
不詳ながらこの私スワロエレクトルです
ああ、やっぱりか。お前だと思ったよ、スバル。
Oh, was he sitting on her?
足りねえんだよ。
She was using her as a chair.
That is their dynamic.
これじゃ俺が街を混乱させてるみてえじゃねえか。中途半端な法執行はただの暴力だぞ。
Oh, so he's insane.
俺は完璧な秩序を見せてやれって言ったんだ。いいか、クリーンでピュアな
Perfect order is total annihilation. Okay.
圧倒的に絶対的に跡形もみじんもなく、何もかもきれいに吹っ飛ばすってことなんだよ。
申し訳ございません、ヨミ様。
まあいい。お前は俺の愛すべき右腕だからな。これからも俺のそばにずっといればそれでいい。
はい、ありがとうございます。ずっとおそばで使いさせていただきます。
ただ愛する右腕とはいえ、お前には罰を与えなきゃならねえ。ガキの起こした事件一つ解決できず、その上探偵を取り逃がした責任があるからな。けど大丈夫だ、心配しなくていいぞ。お前は俺の愛する右腕なんだ。傷なんかつけたりしねえよ。ずっと綺麗でいてもらわないとな。
He's disgusting, but
はい。それで私はどんな罰を受ければ。
あのな、アマテラス社が最近開発した高性能のプレス機があるんだ。50キロくらいのものでも一気に圧縮してサイコロ状のキューブにしてしまうらしい。たとえ人間でも綺麗なサイコロになるんだと
よ。Okay.
は？肌身離さず持っててやるよ。
Jesus Christ.
ずっと俺のそばにいられるようにな。
I think that goes a little beyond King.
Yeah.
ちょっと待ってください。嘘ですよね。
おーい、俺の愛する右腕を案内してやってくれ。ヨ
ミー様、待ってください。お願いです。許してください。
What happened to the other detectives who, or the peacekeepers who failed?
愛って。
なんだ? Have we seen any of them again?
Well, yeah, he did go after the guy with the megaphone. And I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen them again,
away.
so, yeah.
Cool.
And they were all perfectly fine. Except Yasuhiko.
Yeah, real tragedy. And that's still not it.
Nope. Is this a Yuma memory?
Oh right, his name is just number 1.
Did Yuma try to get in there? Wait a minute. Is it? I feel like I've seen that book before. Hasn't Shinigami?
Is it?
Doesn't she have a book, or doesn't a book?
I feel
I feel
It
like
feels like it's related to
I
the
feel-
labyrinth.
I feel like we just saw it in one of the labyrinth cutscenes, but I'm trying to remember which one. Like it opened when we were in the labyrinth, or it opened when did she pull her scythe out of a book? Is that it?
Oh, okay. So he's not the
Oh.
grandpa. He just worked with the grandpa.
Or oh, yeah, no,
Maybe.
and he did mention that the smaller one was Yuma. So
And
yeah.
that's still not it.
It's still not the end.
I would think that killing the main character would be a good cliffhanger.
True.
どこだろうね。
さあねって
Because there would be a save
ずっと僕のそばにいたんでしょ
point.
僕の身に何が起こったかわからないのほら
Mhm.
アマテラス急行
We have, which we have not gotten yet. I've not actually. I mean, we have the autosave, so we'll be fine. But I've not actually gotten a save point in a hot minute.
今回はダメだったよ。ご主人様の意識が途切れると同時に、俺様ちゃんも目の前が真っ暗になって。っていうか、爆発の後で川に流されたの覚えてる？マジで死にかけたんだよ。死神ちゃんなのに死を覚悟しちゃった。
This is the last cutscene. Okay, that is the Shinigami book. Okay,
いいことじ
thank
ゃ
you.
ないって
Okay.
ご主人様の生命活動が落ち着いた後で、俺様ちゃんも目を覚ましたんだけど。
There's a save point somewhere.
今のとこ異常なしです。
The question is, how long is this cutscene?
ここがどこなのか調べてみようか。
20 minutes later, we gotta hit that 4-hour mark, right?
Jeez. You probably have lunch to eat.
No, I ate before I had started the stream.
Oh, smart.
Yeah, because I figured. So,
Okay.
すごいな
What is the real
no,
cliffhanger?
yeah, where the hell are we? Or where is Yuma Ren? Oh. Is this? I was wondering about this character before. No. Okay. Yes, it is. Holy shit.
What?
I remember them from the opening video, Makoto.
怪しい僕だよ。
Because they had just a weird guy in a mask, and that, yeah, okay,
Why-
there's a cliffhanger.
Why does the mask vaguely remind me of Sans Undertale?
Have you even played Undertale, actually?
No, I haven't played it.
Yeah, but you just, I
but
mean, he's iconic, I get it.
Yeah. You know, Mr. Doo-doo-doo-doo.
Yeah,
Okay, we did it.
we did it.
Checkpoint
Somehow.
reached.
Oh boy, yeah, that was a stream and a half. Okay, we got a gab. We have the plot thickening. Some girls fucking died. More than expected, actually, because Martina also is getting killed apparently, which is unfortunate for her.
Everything is fine.
Everything's fine. All right, yeah, that went a little longer than you can't assume all skeletons are Sans. Yeah, that's racist, Mathwiz.
Oh no!
All right, anyway, we will figure out what the fuck's going on. Probably not. I don't know. Next time. No, in fact, not at all. I'm curious about how many chapters there are, but I've been meaning not to ask because I don't want to actually know. I like the idea of being kind of in the dark about it and being like, is this chapter 5? Is this the last one? Is chapter 6 the last one?
I agree.
So, we will one day find out. Anyway, all right. Thanks everybody for the stream, and we will catch you next time.
Farewell.